poppin'. All in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, my mind, and my body. My body says my mind, my mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but you got me going crazy.
Hey y'all, hey, happy Friday.
Happy June.
Oh,
Happy June.
yes, yes, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. Shout out to you and my co-host Kimberly Black. And just read my book, should be on her way. How are you doing this evening, Miss Kimberly?
I am wonderful. I am blessed. I am
Amen.
wonderful. I am blessed.
Yes. So,
Um,
yes, we are on episodes 3 and 4 of season 3, and it's heating up, y'all. It's heating up. And I'm loving it. Now, how how are you feeling about the season 3 so far?
I love season 3 because
Okay.
we get to know a little bit more about Penelope and her
Yes.
her feelings come to fruition, I would say, as the season
Yes.
progresses.
Yeah, I agree. I think you start seeing a little bit more of all the characters,
Mm-hmm.
and the just a faucet of different feelings, right? And you
Yeah,
see how each of the characters, like how the parents treat each one of them individually, you know what I mean?
sure.
One person who I see stand strong on their feelings is, Lady Bridgerton. I really, really getting to love her more and more. Just the dealings with things. And you kind of think, could you think, she was a young mother,
Yeah,
And
true.
so, and we're dealing with 6 or 7 kids, you know what I mean? That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
So,
Well, she pretty much raised her kids as a widow. So
yeah, absolutely. That's a lot as a widow and making dollars. And I love that we get to tie in some of our views from the beginning of season 1 to now. You
mm,
start thinking differently and trying
how
to
each
tie
one,
in how
yeah,
we were looking at each of the characters. You know what I mean? So that
true.
was kind of just different flow. But while we're waiting, so since we're waiting on just read my book, if you want to go ahead and start and give us a recap of season 1 and 2. Hey, Linda B. Leads at 1 and 2, and then hopefully she will arrive shortly.
Oh,
I'm gonna go on mute while you review.
sure. So season 1 and 2, just a
I'm
small
so sorry. I
of
didn't
season,
mean season 1 and 2. I meant episodes
episodes one and
one and
two.
two. Yeah.
So of
Sorry.
season 3, Penelope steps out of the shadows. Colin discovers feelings he did not expect. Eloise and Penelope's friendship uh, is fractured. The dangers of Penelope, Lady Whistledown's secrets, and Francisca's very different approach to love. In episode one of season 3, Colin comes back from London After he travels abroad, he returns more confident, charming, and experiences catching the attention of many debutantes. So he's getting a little bit more savvy in his character. Penelope notices the change, but is hurt because she still remembers back in season two, she overheard him say that he would never court her. Their friendship is strained, and Penelope decides she must stop waiting for Colin's attention. But Penelope transformation takes place. Penelope decides she needs independence from her controlling family and wants to find her a husband. Now you remember in season two and season one when her and Eloise was laying out in the field and the flowers and stuff, and they both had made like a pact that they didn't want to get married. They wanted to be independent women, kind of to that extent. But Penelope was still kind of on the fence about if she wanted to find a marriage or she wanted to be an independent woman. She changes her appearance and confidence. That's when she shows up in that beautiful green dress with that beautiful red hair. I thought
Yes.
was very fabulous. Hoping society would finally see her differently. Because she's
Mm,
always been in the shadows and never
yes.
really been seen as an individual like all the other debutantes. Her goal is not just romance. Marriage represents an escape from her family, home, and a chance to control her own future. Eloise and Penelope broken friendship. Eloise is still devastated after discovering Penelope is Lady Whistledown. So Eloise is the only one that knows at this point that who Lady Whistledown is.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep,
And
she's the only one who knows. So it's kind of like, and I know that's killing her to keep it. You know what I
keep
mean?
it
Like,
secret. It is. It
kill.
is. Instead of reconciling, Eloise keeps her distance and unexpectedly becomes closer with Cressida Cropper, which is the snooty blonde. Eloise's
Cristela, Crucella. Mm-hmm.
Eloise's anger comes from feeling betrayed by the person she trusted the most. Francisca's debutante. Now, this is the other second daughter in the Bridgertons. Francesca Bridgerton enters society for her debutante season. Unlike Daphne, on her other debutante, Francisca is quiet and uninterested in attention. Queen Charlotte takes an interest in her and names her the season's diamond, placing a huge expectation on her. Then they have the first ball. Um, and in the first ball, where'd my notes go? Here they go. Come back, notes. They don't want to. They ain't sliding up like
You
this.
see what Linda B wrote? She said, I don't like how these young men keep going abroad and fool la la and bringing back syphilis. Oh my God, not bringing back syphilis.
Uh, I hope that's not what he's bringing back.
I
But
hope not either,
all of
child.
them like that is the way they be taunting around in those whorehouses and carrying on.
Okay, you should. They ain't got to bring back nothing. It seems like they gonna be carrying it on in town. Okay,
Right. And so
yeah, like
Penelope attempts to make a new impression but struggles. Colin sees her differently for the first time, but does not yet fully understand his feelings. After Penelope is embarrassed socially, Colin apologizes and offers to help her become more confident with men. Colin writes in Lady Whistledown's column about how society is fascinated with her. Penelope secretly writes Whistledown creates a dangerous situation between Collins, is unaware his closest friend is his biggest critic. Their helpful friendship begins, but romantic tension is already building. That's episode one. Now, in episode two was How Bright the Moon. Colin becomes Penelope's teacher, which is very, very strange because she's interested in him, but he ain't interested in her. Bless her heart.
Right. I'm gonna help you find a man, but it ain't me. Like just read my book said. Just read my book like, yeah, I'm gonna find you a man because it ain't me.
Colin begins giving Penelope lessons on confidence, conversation, and flirting. He believes in, he believes he is simply helping his friend find a husband. Penelope hopes the lessons will help her attract someone else, even though her feelings for Collins remains. The chemistry is growing. As Colin teaches Penelope how to charm others, he starts noticing her differently. He's starting to see her differently. Their conversations become more intimate. Colin begins to react emotionally when other men show interest in Penelope. Penelope searches for a husband. Penelope meets potential suitors, but most most fail to see her true personality. She wants someone who appreciates her intelligence and kindness, not just her appearance. Colin and Penelope first kiss. You know, she begged for that kiss, honey. She was like, "I don't want to die and not be kissed." Bless her, Lord. Doing
Child.
a
I was like, why are you begging this man to kiss you? Kiss me. Kiss me. I'm like, Jesus. That
doing a
was
private.
sad.
It was desperate, wasn't it?
Mm.
During a private moment, Penelope admits she wants to know what it feels like to be desired. Colin kisses her, surprising both of them. Colin immediately tries to treat it as a mistake, but the moment changes their relationship forever. The Feathertons, on the other hand, family faces pressure to secure the family line. Portia worries about the future of her daughters and the inheritance situation. The Monarchy family begins adjusting to their new place in high society. Francesca continues to search for a quiet, meaningful connection rather than a flashy romance. Her reserved personality contrasts with the expectations placed on her as the seasoned diamond. And Colin and Penelope are no longer simply childhood friends. Colin is beginning to see Penelope as a woman. And I remember remember I told y'all in season one, watch Penelope's breasts.
Right. Yeah,
Breasts are
girl.
growing each season.
Each season, them things are like she done got them things blown up every year, every season. It's like woof. And then the way they zoom in on it when she be breathing, going through those moments, them
Yeah.
shits be like
It's like a balloon, girl. They just blow it up like you blowing a balloon. They be just, I don't know why that comes to my attention when I see her, but it does.
hey, just read my book. Welcome, boo.
Hey, just read my book. Collins are no longer childhood friends. Colin begins to see Penelope as a woman, while Penelope must decide whether she can risk her heart again. And that's the end of season 3, episodes 1 and 2.
Yes, thank you so much for getting us caught up, Kimberly.
Absolutely.
How you doing? Just read my book. I hope you are having an amazing week thus far. It's Friday, and I hope your day is pleasant to you, honey.
Thank you so much. Um, yeah, it's been good. It's been busy, but it's good.
Good
I'm
to
ready.
see you. It's always a pleasure to be up here with you both of you ladies. You know,
Thank you.
you two make this show what it is. And I enjoy every bit of it. So I do miss when we not all together. But
Thank
you know
you.
what? Life be life and baby. And we just have to do what we gotta do, right?
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
ma'am.
Yes.
Look,
So
and look, we
go
always
ahead.
got another day. As long as we here, we got another day to get it right. So shoot.
That's
Amen.
right. That's
You better say it. So we went over Kimberly reviewed last week's episodes 1 and 2 of season 3. And so it starts off, when they in the beginning when Penelope and Colin look, they had me thinking this was an actual scene. So, It starts off with Penelope and Colin meets in the garden, and he confessed to her that he's been thinking about her after the first kiss, and all he could do was just think of her and want her, and then it was all a dream. Usually read a magazine. He wake up all, I was saying, damn, I thought this was real. Come on,
Now let me
come
tell
on,
you,
what y'all doing?
with that opening scene, when I saw that,
Yes.
I knew right away. I said, "This is a dream," but I thought it
Mm.
was Penelope dreaming. I didn't know it was him.
Oh God. See, and I didn't think that it was a dream because I don't know, for some reason I just was like, okay, because they was reminiscing about the kiss and all that. So good. You were on point, but you thought it was Penelope.
Yeah. So when they showed him shaking himself awake, I said,
Okay. Uh-huh. Colin. See? You know what I mean? Look, it's always
"Mm,
that was a good twist though. At least it was him.
Mhm.
yes."
But I'm sure she probably was having dreams as well. But just to set it off in that scene just was perfect. I was like, yes, okay. But then it was like he woke up. I was like, what the fuck? Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I want to see more, more,
Yeah.
more.
Well, it
So
seems as though he's about to see more.
yes, I know. Now, uh, what when they get into it, Colin and the family discuss Penelope. Now that was interesting. Okay. They're in there and they start talking about Penelope. The family is like, oh, and he just loses it. Okay. He's
Mm.
also can't talk. He can't even say her name, and he can't even barely speak about her. And they're giving him this look, looking at him. They like, you okay? What's wrong? No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm like, he's lost. Okay. I was like, damn, she got you all jacked up, brother. Can you
Hello?
imagine that? Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, it sounded like it just went dead for a moment.
Oh no. Can you imagine that? Listen, think about that you know, I always wondered, when you meet your soulmate or you meet a guy, right? And y'all did meet each other, y'all liking each other. Don't you always wonder like what they thinking about me, like how they feel, instead of us always being giddy? I love how they showed how the man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I love about Bridgerton, is that they're showing how the man is
It's
feeling, and when they're in their feelings, giving
mm.
you that vision, because you never know, how y'all act around, and then you never know until later down the line, and then this boy's joking like, man, that's all he talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joking, and
Hmm.
but you never see it. So I love that Shonda Rhimes gave us that vision of how a man feel when he's affectionate and feeling a sister, or a sister in, um, or a woman, because in this case it's a woman. Well, sister, whatever, you know what I
Hmm.
mean. So it was interesting to see them all tongue tied and stuff. So that was cute. That was cute. I like that. Um, what did y'all think about that scene? Like, I mean, the family was. I love that they always pay attention to each other. You get what I
Yes.
mean? Like they pay attention, the siblings and the mother, like they pay attention and they know when their brother or sister is smitting, you know,
Yes.
and,
Yeah.
and, and into somebody. And it's funny how they all are always in denial. Ain't that something?
Yeah. That seems to be the pattern that's going on with them.
Yeah.
But particularly in the Bridgertons, they seem like to be out the boys. The guys are always in denial, and the girls always seem like they're timid. Well, I think that's probably the culture for back then
Yeah,
too.
but the girls be in denial too.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into that. No, you like him. You like him. Stop it. What are you talking about? Like, get over it. It's kind of like, no, no, because they were taught, like, like it's some kind of stickler, like, no, they need to fall into me, you know? Like they
Right.
Yeah,
need to go for me. I don't I can't be the first one lusting or falling, you know. They need
right.
to
Right.
be into me. So it seemed like that is the problem because of the status of their family, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I can see
I
that.
was singing on Colin's behalf. I know I've been changed. Right. Right. I'm like, Lord have mercy. It didn't hit you, son. Let it happen. Okay. Let it happen. Stop it. Yeah. So then we go into Lady Danbury. Lady Danbury tells the queen that she is expecting a unwanted guest. And I was so shocked that, the guests who did arrive, right? Because I'm still kind of confused and leery of, the problem with that guest as we'll get into it later on. Um, and they start going into details about the ball, and she's telling her, no, you need to step it up. You need to throw the ball of the balls, okay? I need you to throw this ball, the queen saying, like, you better be extravagant. We ain't got time about some damn expected guests and all this shit. You better throw this ball, and the ball better be of all balls.
Now I did want to talk about that conversation that Lady Danbury had with Queen Charlotte.
Uh-huh.
When they were looking, at those pictures, and Queen Charlotte was saying, mm-mm. She was just looking at these men's pictures and throwing them around. And when Lady Danbury said, she realized that she wasn't, quite paying attention, and she said, like you said, that she had this unwanted visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Charlotte said, "Would you like for me to banish this visitor from the far reaches of the kingdom?"
Right.
He was like, "Oh, you want me to come, girl?"
Okay. Cause we could get it, we could put his ass in the dungeon, okay? Cause listen, whoever this is, cause they is not fucking up
My
my
ball.
shit, my entertainment. This is my entertainment. Cause they
Yeah.
could get banished. That's how she felt with it. Like, look, F what you heard.
Okay.
I don't know what you talking about, but that whoever this person is could get chopped. You ain't gotta
Off with
ever
his
ever
head.
see him again.
She's like, you want me to do off with his head?
Right, off with his head. She like, oh no, 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 no. Like, no, no, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Like she like, oh Lord, because she
But you
said, I
know,
don't give a
the relationship between Charlotte and Lady Danvers, you can tell they are both ride or die for each other.
yes.
They are
Yes.
definitely sisters at spirits and sisters that have, that not by blood, but they are blood sisters. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and that's a good thing because I think they both need that emotional support, even though they have different statuses
Yes.
in that town there, but they both need each other in different ways. They both fulfill each other's,
Yes.
you know,
Mhm.
that's
Yes.
from them. Yeah.
Because she is, you know, Lady Danbury is the queen's confidant. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
saying?
she is. Yes.
She is her confidant. So, forget, she knows her role. And you see she respects her, but she
Mm.
still try to make her know that I'm in charge. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't forget, I'm the queen, but I trust you at the
I
same
respect
time.
you. Yeah.
I respect you at the same time. So I do like that relationship, and I love how, also like how Lady Danbury also stand her ground. You know what I'm saying too? Without overstepping.
Right. Right.
Without overstepping. You don't want, you got a relationship, but she also knows that's her queen. So she
Yes.
has that respect. So it's kind of like, I'ma push back a little bit. I ain't your bitch. But
Right, right.
I also know, in order for me to remain in this society and keep my status, you know what I'm saying? I bet not overstep my boundaries either, but I ain't gonna let you push me around. You
Right.
know
She
what I
knows how to
mean?
stay in
So
her lane.
Exactly. She knows how to stay in the lane, and she also know how to, kind of let the queen know, like, hey now, come on.
Right.
So I like that. I like that. And that is because that was a big no-no back in the day. You know what I mean? That
Mhm.
Mhm.
that wasn't stand for.
And
So
she's
this
not, yeah, she's definitely not, she's not afraid of her at all, but she
She's
oh
also
not.
no,
knows that a
no,
lot of things get, she holds control over a lot of things. So she's like, now I'm not gonna let you ruin
absolutely.
me by that, but I respect you
Absolutely.
and you respect me too. And I love their friendship. I really do.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I do too. So the next part was Eloise. Eloise go see Penelope.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And this was really a touching scene. I did appreciate this, so much. It was a lot said without being said. And she goes and see Penelope and tells her, she's like, it isn't pleasant to write such awful things about oneself, is it?
Yeah, she did.
Yo, I fell out, first of all. But she's still trying to be gentle, though. She was
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
She cares about
gentle with her. She cares about her.
man, but she
Um,
cares.
But
Mhm.
she's still guarded.
exactly. She's still
Yeah.
guarded, but she also that was a beautiful thing because she noticed that she hasn't been in society, out. So that
Mm-hmm.
was her checking in and being concerned, but also reminding her, listen, you put yourself in this situation, right? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You writing about everybody else, but now you know how it feels when it's on the other foot. So their convo was warm and pleasant, but very telling and very honest, and to the point. And I think Eloise stood her ground. Like,
I
nah, I
did
ain't
not get
forget.
warm and pleasant. I did not get warm and pleasant from that.
No, it was no. Listen, it was because she came to check on her. For one,
Mm-hmm.
because she haven't seen her, and she knows why.
Right.
Because
Right.
she's embarrassed. That's why it was pleasant for me. Because she still showed
She was
caring.
concerned
She
for
was
her friend.
concerned and
Yeah.
caring, and she started off that way. But she also stands her ground. Like, I didn't forget, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I'm checking on you because I mean, come
She
on, they friends. She
I just
cares
want to make
about
sure
her.
you're okay. I'm just checking up on you. I'm not ready
Yeah,
to have big conversations and indulge and play patty cake with you again right now. But I'm just trying to make
exactly.
sure you're okay because I know what you're going through. But that was it.
Exactly. But I
Yeah.
think it was pleasant because she also, before she left, she told her, I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for this season with or without my brother's help.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the pleasantries was. We don't, and that's something we have to understand. Like, we don't have to be all gushy because you know what you did, right?
Right.
We're not gonna act pretend like this didn't happen, but I'm not gonna also pretend that you ain't been my friend all these years and living right next door.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
I'm not gonna act like I don't give a fuck because that would be a lie.
Yeah, that's
You
Yeah.
fake.
get what I'm saying?
That's
That's
real fake right there when you really have feelings for someone. Even though they've hurt
exactly.
you, even though they've hurt you, you still have feelings for them. And that's a normal
That's
human
normal.
instinct.
That's normal. She kept it funky. Look,
Yeah,
we
she
ain't going
did. She
cheat
told.
cheat. We
Yeah.
ain't going cuckle and cheat cheat. She just gave her. She told her what her boundaries is. I'm still not feeling you from what you did, but I do
Mm-hmm.
care. I care, and I'm gonna check on you. And then that was her way of saying, "Come outside, girl. Stop hiding in here."
Yes.
That
And you
was
can tell
her.
Penelope. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go, 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 go.
Penelope, you could tell was really glad to see her, but she
Mhm.
was ready to jump back in and pick up where they left off. And she was like, "She's, do you
Uh-uh,
want to come?" She's like, "No,
uh-uh,
no, no, I no."
uh-uh. But that's how real, listen, and this is
Yeah.
an example. This is how real friendships is, right? If you
Hmm.
do really care for someone. You know what I'm saying? It's just we just
Yes.
having a moment. Our moment, but our moment is not over because this needs some correcting to this shit. Until you step
Hmm.
up and tell the truth,
Yeah.
we can't chill. We ain't gonna do this. But I'm gonna come check on you, sis. You get me?
I
Because
got
I
it. Yeah.
care about you. So it was kind of, that's why I said it was pleasant. Because she just, I think that was her push to her. Don't be staying cooped up in here. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Get out. Don't be getting all sad and depressed. Show yourself, because this is what you do to people all the time. You write this bullshit.
Yeah.
You write this bullshit
You're
about
not
us
thinking about the
and
consequences.
not eat
Whoa.
right. Exactly. And so now it's you want to stay in here and hide. Nah, come out. Come
Hmm.
out, because this is what you did to us. And we still have to walk out in our shit
Society.
and
Mhm.
be talked about and stared at. So come outside and play, boo. Come outside. So I think that was something genuine. Like, come on, let's go. Don't hide. Stand in
Yeah.
your shit. And you still writing. So obviously you really don't give a fuck because you still writing, right?
Oh, that reminds me. With Francesca,
Uh-huh.
when they were talking about, well, how are you going to pick your suitors? What you going to do? She said, I guess I'll do it alphabetically.
Girl. That shit was crazy.
No
Yeah,
Yes,
strategy.
it was.
alphabetically.
No strategy.
Yeah, no strategy. She
No,
just like, I'm just winging it.
okay,
Okay.
that
I'm
was
just
her
swinging
strategy.
it.
We're gonna take it by the ones and twos. We go by alphabet, A to Z. That's what we doing.
Exactly, Linda B. That's exactly my point. That's what she was showing her. Depending on what you giving is a
Hmm.
possibility, but let's go. It's too early. It's too early, but I'm just going. Yeah, I agree with you. Depending on how Penelope reacts, yeah. Going forward, how Penny, she loved calling her Penny. Well, now what you said, does Eloise know Penelope has a crush on Colin, all this stuff?
Yeah,
Right, not yet.
no.
Not yet.
I think she knows.
No, she don't know yet until, yeah, she don't know yet. But once she start, now she notices now that, okay,
I think
I ain't
she's
gonna jump up.
noticing that.
She
I
not
think she,
noticing her yet, but she's noticing her brother's feelings.
right, right,
She noticed her brother's feelings. She now that's who she knows have feelings. So she's not
right.
sure about Penelope, because remember, she looking at Penelope as you on some bullshit. So she's kind of on stance of protecting her brother a little bit. Like, I can't even tell him. Damn. You know what I'm saying? She worried about her brother, her and her brother's relationship. You know what I'm saying? And she does know her brother is feeling. He has some feelings. She's noticing that.
Well,
Now
now
she
there's
done
one
picked
thing
on
that's
that.
good. Yeah, and there's one thing that's going to have to happen, and that is if she wants to be, she's gonna have to tell him that she's Lady Whistledown, because Eloise is not gonna let that shit fly. She's not gonna. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
tell.
I
Now,
don't
as
think
long
she
as
gonna
y'all are
let
doing
that
whatever it
fly.
is y'all are doing, but if this thing comes to light, whatever happens with them down the road,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna have to tell him.
Yeah. So now we go into Colin and Penelope meets under this big ass tree. You know?
Yes, honey, under the
Uh
willow tree.
yeah, under the willow tree, go under this big ass tree, and she tell him, I can't continue this lessons. And he's like, oh, I wish you happiness. All this lying, all this lying. Y'all just stop it. Okay. Just stop it, because y'all all are pretending for face value, right? It's
Hmm.
face value. Penelope more than anything else. Because
Right.
Penelope knows she has a lot to lose. Because she already know, just as you just stated, she know Eloise ain't gonna let this shit fly, right?
Hmm.
Looking at you like, wait a minute now, you ain't gonna be lying to my brother. And so she already see that, her brother is feeling Penelope, and she don't want to hurt him any more than she already he you know what I'm saying, hurt him. So she sees that, and she knows she has to go slow. You know what I mean? So she's kind of like, wait a minute, I gotta make sure me and my brother good, before, anything else. So I love that about their family. They are very caring, they are not trifling, and they are not about digging each other's back out. You know what I'm saying? Like stabbing each other in the back, like these other families. You see how the Featheringtons is, and I
Yeah.
just love, it's just crazy how I love their dynamic. So I love that. Um, but I was just like, yeah, just get it on. Just get it on already. Okay. Just get it on. Now, Crisella's mother, now they at this function, right? And Crisella's mother told her, you better find you a suitor to marry or me and your father will, okay? Because he done cut us. Talking about, he done cut our funding and all this shit. And that's when Lord, what is his name? Doubling,
Mhm.
Dubling, eating veggies. He's over there eating veggies. Everybody making fun of this Lord, which is crazy. Like he don't want to eat meat. All he want is veggies and nature and all of this. But she
I call
forced
him
us
the
to
vegan man.
the vegan man. That's a good one. The vegan man. I didn't even think of that one. The vegan man. What you sell it to be? And all of them ugly head pieces.
Oh, oh,
And all for
look
them
out. She said,
ugly, all for them ugly head pieces. She should have saved that money. Jesus.
that woman told, look, if you don't get on your groove, we're gonna have to wear the same dress this season. You're gonna wear that same damn
Okay.
dress.
You better get with it, girl. Get your ass on that floor. She
I'm like,
scattered out
what?
there though. She scattered out there when she told her the budget's gonna be cut and shit. She scattered her
Yeah.
ass out there and thought about y'all picking somebody for me. Oh no, let me go snag this man. What you said? How much what he got? Now, Eloise and Colin finally speaks, and that's where I was telling y'all she was making sure her and her brother's okay. You know what I mean? And but you see, he still coldly have some kind of feelings, okay? Because she's all like, "I apologize for Penelope," and he said, "Good," and walked away.
Girl, when I tell you, look, I had just put my cup up to my mouth, right? And when that happened, when
Oh
I was like,
shit!
it almost came through my nose.
Oh shit! That's what I'm saying. He's still tight, so she trying to get back into his graces. He done walked off like, yeah, okay, good. I said, oh damn. Ah! I said, oh my God, Colin. He's a stubborn one, I tell you. He's stubborn. All of them boys are stubborn, ain't
Mm-hmm.
they? They all a
Look,
little stubborn.
but then, brother, I don't know why I can't think of his name. Is it Benedict?
Yeah,
Yeah.
The one
Benedict.
who kept hiding from the women.
Yeah, child. Yeah,
Okay.
Benedict.
Because Benedict swings both ways, though.
You think
Mm-mm.
so? See, I'm thinking that the Lord, the vegan man does is what I'm thinking.
What you mean? You think he swung
Huh?
his hand
Uh
in
huh.
single one?
Did you remember he was um
He was
in this,
with that artist.
remember the artist?
Benedict was with the male artist.
But I
In
don't think
single
they
one.
slept together though.
They weren't together though. But
It was
no,
Yeah.
threesome. He was. Oh, okay.
no.
No,
But
they
I
ain't
think
sleep
that,
together.
mm-mm. But
But the,
he's very
but
his
he
design.
wasn't, but he didn't shy away from what he saw though. I'll
Right.
tell you that much.
Right.
I
So
don't know.
that's why I left a question mark there, because he ain't shy away from what he seen. He saw
And
them
I
other
also
two.
think I think one of those daughters' husbands is too. The one that's about, oh, your mom's so scared of your mom.
You
I
still
think he
say
is
that.
too.
She was stuck on making that man gay. You hear
I
me?
swear, I think look.
I
Oh
think my wife
God.
is a bonbon, and the other one say, I think of mine as a pastry. And
Child.
Lady Bear,
Look, when he
I'm
fell,
gonna pour me a glass of wine.
that fool fell and something. Oh, my ensemble is my clothes messed up. Come on now. You didn't hear him say that.
mm-hmm.
Jill. Is she on mute?
Yeah, no.
Oh, that thing tickled me. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit. But yeah, they are tickling me. I love this show, Kimberly. I do.
No,
I love this show.
I do too. I do too. But Lord, she was talking about Lord Devlin, but
Uh-huh.
he noticed this that college that other girl was looking at him, but he was looking at that Lord Devlin. He started
Mhm.
noticing Penelope.
Yes.
He was more interested in Penelope than he was the other girl. And
Who? Oh, you talking about
Vegan man.
Lord
Lord Devlin.
Dublin. Lord
Mhm.
Dublin. Duke Dublin or Lord Dublin. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Lord. Yeah.
But I did not hear that man talk about his is a bonbon.
Yeah.
Bonbon.
His wife was a bonbon, and the other one said a pastry.
Talk about
And
a
Lady,
pastry. Jesus.
and Lady Featherton was like, "Well, if she's a pastry, you should try tasting her or something." Or
Oh
I
shit.
said, she did. She said,
Ah!
yeah, I heard that part.
Yes, Kimberly. They should.
I heard it.
Ooh,
That's what I
Jesus.
heard. He was out. She said, "You need to give me some grandbabies. Y'all need to be eating and tasting."
Okay, you better do something. You better pop that whistle.
Oh,
Okay, you better pop it. Pop
oh,
that cherry or something, y'all. Talk
oh,
about
they
y'all
didn't
in
even
there.
know where it was. Come on, look.
Right,
Let
y'all in here
didn't even know
kissing
you
with
could
clothes
post.
on. Yeah, kissing with clothes on, baby. You what? So you don't know what her nipple look like? What's going on?
I don't know. He just makes this funny noise and then changes his britches.
Child, they are crazy. They talked briefly previous episode. Yeah, I forgot about that part, Linda B. I really did. Oh God. Now, how about the part where Eloise, right? I mean, not Eloise, the Lady Bridgerton and Lady Bridgerton
Oh yeah.
told Francesca to follow her heart. You know, that was really I love that tone. You know, she
Oh,
was
that
talking
part.
to her about, follow her heart. She doesn't have to marry who the queen chooses for her. But Francesca said, I trust the queen. So she
Yes,
gonna
she
marry
did.
whoever she chooses. She told her. She said, why? Are you trying to settle? Are you just don't want to try? She like, no, I trust the queen, and
Uh,
but we all know that we see how that changes. That was interesting. I think she, like you said, she wants to, like you read of the recap of last season, um, Kimberly, that she wants to go under the radar. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? She don't want all the attention, so it's kind of like whatever the queen said, I'm just gonna go with it. Let's not
hmm.
make this a big deal. Like, and I guess after seeing how her siblings and how their family is always in this kind of scandal,
Mhm.
she
Mhm.
probably like, nah, let me just go with the queen stuff because the queen probably gets sick of us.
I gotta
And
ask the question.
yeah,
So when the queen announced, she didn't really announce it to the public, I don't think, or maybe I missed that part.
I
That
didn't see that either.
Francesca's was the diamond, but I know Francesca she had went off when during the ball or whatever. She had went off to a private room and was playing the piano, and
Right.
and her and Lady Danbridge walked in on her playing the piano, and the queen was very impressed. And she says, "Oh, I see you're not playing for other people. You're playing for yourself." And she was
But
in
that was her approval. Remember,
yeah,
she stopped at that door and she
yeah,
said, like a sparkle.
sparkle. Mm-hmm.
So
Because
that was
Yes,
her
Lady
saying,
Gabriel
you
will
are
tap
the
that
diamond.
brain.
That was her saying, you are
But
the
she didn't
diamond.
announce it. But everybody usually the diamond is announced, and everybody's aware of who the
Well,
diamond is.
but remember, things has been going so crazy each time she do announce. I think she just kind of swerved her way. You get what I'm saying? Like change
Mhm.
it up a little bit because
Mm,
every time she announced shit went left.
right, right,
They never marry who the hell they supposed to marry. Things
right.
going all crazy, all this scandal. You with the sister instead of over there, and you over there and talk make pretend that y'all love each other. All types of
Yeah.
stuff. So I think this time they kind of did it to go under the radar. So right,
Right.
she said sparkle, so that was her cue. That was her
Hmm.
cue, like, yeah,
Mhm.
her right, yeah, like sparkle.
Yeah.
Exactly, Linda B. So that was her picking her as a diamond without
Yes.
announcing in front of everybody. So this is
Mm,
the save face for her. That's what the hell that was.
mm.
So nobody kind of in the ladies is still was under the radar.
Yeah, because
Nobody really knew.
in
Everybody still thinking they were in the pickings
the
and shit.
runoff, that's right. Because the deputizers was standing around talking about she's leaving. We ain't even got a chance to show her all our talents, and she like,
He was like, I think you have. I don't. I've seen enough.
See, because they caught on, and only reason why they knew who had an idea that a diamond was picked because things went on. Now they got the ball going. Now they got, you know what I'm saying? And if
They know
you
that
keep
she definitely has the queen's favor. That they all know. So it kind of
right
went without saying that that's who
without
she's
saying,
choosing.
and if you can see, they still was kind of a little unsure, as you can see, because listen, well, we'll get there, but if you when we get to season 4, I mean episode 4, you'll hear the queen say when um you'll hear the queen say, right? When the performance was going on, talking about maybe this will spark something. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, they don't know. Everybody's still trying to. So right now they got different love scenes going on,
Well,
with a
speaking of
couple of
sparks,
people.
yes, I've seen 3 sparks.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And so I
know,
think she trying
mhm.
to keep it safe. Like, look,
mm.
I'ma take claim to whoever the fuck get married. That's how I saw it. She
Oh,
looking around like I'ma just sit back and yeah, let me see which way this go.
Yeah, and it's still that season anyway because there are other people who are there's everyone's coming out, so they're
Yes.
still looking to pair up, match up, you know, uh,
Yeah.
to find a husband or a wife or whatever. Yeah, so they're doing that anyway. But
And I think they kind of broadening it out too. Cause as like showing you, cause I think each season is just showing you the process, right? And then as they getting into different season, you see how they're mingling a couple of them. You know what I'm
and
saying? They're
yeah,
adding on more couples. So it's not so much that the diamond is just the one to get married. It's more so this is an event for you to
this
pick
is a
your
special. Yeah, I'm
this is
picking
for
who my
different people are getting married at the same
right.
time. It's
mm,
not just one group. Because remember, if you remember at the beginning, or what they showed some other couple, or maybe I'm mixing it in with something else I watched. But there's more than one couple getting married. Like
mm.
it's not just the diamond.
Right.
There's other
Right.
couples
The Cowper
also getting
sisters are trying
married
to
and
get married,
yeah,
and yeah, the other, yeah, a lot of everybody's looking for a
right.
husband, and
And it's
yeah,
not just it's just that the queen
the
probably just get the most you're getting the most view, like the
the one who
spectacular
stands out the most.
the
Yeah.
most who stands out the most, who the queen will probably sponsor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who the queen, if you're the diamond, then the queen is going to make sure this is
Yes, Linda B,
spectacular.
the one who has
It's right. And so the queen is
it
willing to put her
girl.
hat in and probably give her some diamonds like she was doing. And but the other people are getting married too, but they're just doing their own thing. Everybody's getting married. Because as you can see, the twins got married and we didn't even see that.
Okay.
They done skipped to them doing the do and your husbands. And I'm like, damn, when they got married.
I know they didn't even have a wedding ceremony for them.
Right. They ain't show you none of that. They just came back in to the season. They're married, talking about their husband and are you doing it? Are you making love? Like, when you making a baby? So it's kind of like, wait, they married? So that's what so it skipped over that. So it's showing you that people are still getting married. It's
Mm,
just that the diamond has that special floor. They get a chance to have the all ambiance. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing with the queen covering it, you know?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Now,
I
okay,
noticed
go ahead.
that during this first ball, the first event that they had, uh, Benedict looked at that lady, that Tilly woman, Lady Tilly,
Oh, that's
and
her name? Because I couldn't forget. I couldn't even
yes,
remember her name. I like Tilly.
I mean, as soon as they met, I said, "Uh oh," I said, "She's the one." Because something he said to her, and she said, "Oh, I don't." Something she said, "Oh my goodness." So, oh,
I
whatever it
wrote
was.
that. That's later on in my notes. I get what you
Yeah.
yeah.
And he said, "Well, I'm not afraid of you." Something like she said, "Oh, that's where you're wrong. You should be," or something like that. She's like, "Oh, you should be. You should be afraid of me." But I could that their interactions gave me Kate and Anthony.
Oh wow.
It did, because that lady, Lady Tilly, is not. She's no lady. You know what I mean? She's no
Mm,
lady. She is full of funk and fire. She reminds me of Kate. Just full of spunk and fire. And Benedict reminds me of his brother Anthony, where they're just smitten with this woman who is so strong, who is so confident. It's like it turns them on because these women are not trying to catch their eye or their attention or be extra feminine and all of that. No, they're just straight up who they are. They're stern women, and he likes that. They like that.
mm, mm,
Mm.
mm.
That was
Now
the first.
going back, let's rewind back because I got some now because you remember. See, you went and you speed it up, but remember because she's already been married.
Lady B.
No, no, but see, I'm at
She
the
was
first.
already
That's the first
married.
encounter. That was the
But
first.
before that happened, their first encounter, yes, I know what you mean. They was at that fair or something, and it was an engineer, and she
And
was
he
like, "What? You don't think that a woman could be interested in engineering?" He like,
right.
no. I mean, I'm not saying that.
Right, and right then I said, "That's the one."
Yeah,
That's
Ben, and so
Mhm.
yeah, she is full of spunk, but just to give why she give off that because she was all I mean, as we'll see later on, because she's been married, she's did that. I'm a widow. And you remember widows is not supposed to really be really dating like that, which I didn't understand that. Like
Mm.
once you're a widow, why I can't get married? You know what I mean? I still don't understand that, but I guess that was
Well,
them
you
back in the
can,
day.
but you have to, after the proper mourning period, which she did state that she's had the proper mourning period, but she's not looking to get back in the saddle. Well, not
Well,
that.
I'm not going to ruin it because I do know some certain things, but you'll hear why they're not really supposed to.
Okay.
Once you're a widow, you will hear. I ain't gonna ruin it, but you'll hear not from her, but later on down the line, they explain like widow, you're not really supposed to. Mm,
Well, let's wait till we get there.
yeah,
To ask that. But then
yeah, she checked him. She did. She checked him. That's why I said I
yes,
like her spunk.
and
I
you
agree
saw him.
with
He was
just read my
taken.
book. I agree with
He
that.
was taken. As soon as she did that, you could see he was like, ah.
Right, because while she's checking him, she done grabbed under his arm, like, come here, nigga.
Okay. He was
Let me
like,
tell you a
"Ooh,
little
this big,
something.
strong, strapping woman, come take me away." That's when he was like, "Ooh." he, was, was
Yeah, she
puzzled.
damn sure wasn't mourning anymore, Linda B. At all. But Benedict ain't looking at exactly, ain't looking for marriage right now at all.
But she's the
Okay?
one. She got his nose open right away,
Yeah,
right
because
away.
Benedict ain't looking into no marriage and stuff like that. Not now. But and she's thinking like, yeah, she's just letting him know off the back who she is and all that other stuff. Look, Benedict just wants some butt. Okay. I'm be honest. He ain't think about nothing else but some booty. So he smitten, but he like her style though. Notice how Benedict is like Anthony. Remember
Mm.
Anthony with
Hmm.
his mistress? He's looking for somebody who want to have fun and do all other things, but he ain't looking to commit. And he also don't know too much about this lady, so he's moving carefully because he done been down that road already. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful. But I get you. You right. I like her. I
Hmm.
like her. Just read my book. Now we get into Lady Featherington told Penelope, which is so disrespectful. They show up at this place. She talk about tell her to keep a low profile, and you know what I'm saying.
And
It's
find
like what
somebody to
the
hide
fuck?
behind. Did she say what she said? You didn't have somebody to hide behind if your sisters were here. You would have had somebody.
Child.
I said, this bitch.
Ooh, that is so. I cannot
That
even
was so hateful.
imagine speaking to anybody like that, let alone my child. What is wrong with her? I mean,
The only
damn, you
thing that
just
I
show
can
her you
say,
have no respect for her at all.
you
You
don't even
think
think
she
she
is the
has any
most
value. You think she
she
has no
ooh,
value to you. It's for you. The only thing that I can say that it's for is that because she's heavy set. That's the
and we
only thing
said
that I
that.
can
We
say.
said that last week. That
Yeah,
is all it is. That is what it is. She thinks that no man has eyes for her. And
well, see,
so
she needs to tell her,
meanwhile,
well, mama, I'm built just like you.
it was just crazy. I said, "What? Keep a low program." I love how she was looking at her. She's like, "I can't hide forever." You know, she told her, "Yeah, I can't hide forever, but whatever. I'm getting out here." You know, I'm just like the way that was so appalled. I felt for Penelope. I said, "Damn." You know, you ain't giving her, you just feeding her nothing but low self esteem. Like,
Right?
God damn. Can you give the girl a break?
Yeah.
You have no kind of encouragement, none whatsoever, but just stay
Nothing.
invisible. Just stay invisible and help me.
Oh,
Like
she will be around to
like a
take care of her
stepchild. Yeah,
days.
like a stepchild. Almost like a stepchild, you know? Almost like
Mhm.
treating like remind you of how uh uh, it just
Yeah.
that's pitiful. But ladies, the way these parents forces these girls to throw themselves at these men is just shameful. It is just shameful because even Crucella, whatever her name is, her mama,
President.
Cressida, her mama the same way. Get out there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
vultures. Get your ass out there. Your daddy cut our goddamn allowance. Get your yeah, it's almost like,
Mhm.
wow, what in the world is this? It's disgusting. I don't know. I just was disgusted by it. But I guess that's how the days go. But damn,
Well, you know what? We won't even put that on those days because there are people out
it's
here that are
today.
like
Yeah,
that right now.
you're right.
And
That's why
unfortunately,
the
I've seen
Featherington
some of
remind
it.
me of Cinderella in the step. Yes, that is exactly
Mhm.
what that family reminds you of. Is the Yes, Cinderella. Cinderella. You got that right. That is exactly. I'm just like, damn. And anyway, but did you see how rude and disrespectful the two dudes was to
Oh my
Penelope?
gosh. Yes, they were. That was so uncalled for. Now, if I was Penelope, I would have told my brother because he would have handled that. I would have told it,
She
but
don't
she was
have a
just
brother.
embarrassed.
Yeah,
What?
Penelope got no brothers.
Yeah,
Oh.
Penelope don't have no brother.
I mean, I would
Hey,
have
foot
told.
soldier.
I don't know why I said brother. I
Hey,
keep thinking like
hey.
Colin.
Yeah, she
I,
don't have no brother. So that was just disrespectful. I said, damn.
talking to her like that.
Ooh,
Shoot.
I felt for her, but then again, it's taken me a long time to really feel. Only reason why I'm feeling sorry for Penelope, to be honest, is not. It's just her mother, that family, that
Yes.
whole dynamic. But other than that, I feel I really wasn't feeling sorry for her after all she did, with Eloise and all that
Mhm.
stuff. I was still feeling a little ways about her, but I do feel bad for her because of the way her mother and her siblings treat her. Like she just the lowest of the low. Jill
Yeah.
gonna be Jill gonna be mad at Penelope forever. No, I'm not. I
Well,
swear I'm
look,
not.
when Penelope and Eloise would talk, when Eloise paid her that visit, and you could tell, like after Eloise left, you could tell that Penelope was, she felt bad, really bad. I
Yeah.
was so happy. I said, "Good, she feels bad,
She
and I'm
should have
glad."
felt that. She should have
Yes,
felt
she
that.
should have.
But I'm
And
not
she,
gonna hold it against her. I just feel like she needs to learn how to value relationships, a little bit more better. Look, Kimberly, quiet, because she don't
well, I
agree with
did.
this part.
Let me ask you two something. At that
Yes,
same gathering that they had, did you notice that Penelope and Eloise had on damn near the same dress?
they did. They did. Yeah, they sure did. One was just a darker blue. It
Hmm.
kind of looked like a blue purple. Yeah.
I said, "Oh, do they have on the same dress?" I said, "Oh, now you know that's a no-no. How did that happen?"
I don't know.
Woo!
Mhm.
And that's also where I noticed another spark. You see, Lady Bridgerton was, looking around, keeping her eyes on her children and seeing what was going on. Where she notices Colin looking at Penelope. Excuse me, and she noticed, she's just watching her sons and her daughters, and she dropped her glove.
That's a far ahead. We ain't there yet.
Uh huh.
We are at Colin and Will talking and his wife, and they told him how they praised him about helping Penelope. They said we read that, and they kind of, you know, gave him kudos and told,
That
helping
was
find us.
nice.
And they told him, like, listen,
Yes, that
it
was really
was
nice.
considerate of him, and that was like a gentleman. That is what you're
Yes,
supposed to do. So it kind of made him feel
better. I
better
like that.
because he felt like he overstepped and he done hurt her, and the guys is talking, getting in his head, you know what I'm saying? So he
Yeah,
kind of like, no, that's what you're supposed to do
I'm glad that
as a
they told him
gentleman.
that.
And
Yeah,
so that kind of took him out of that rookie spot with them motherfuckers who ain't looking for no wives. They just looking to keep sleeping around and teaching him what a value and how to value a woman. You know what I mean? Teaching him that you have to, take that on. That was good for you to do that. So don't worry about what that letter was saying, the newsletter with Lady Whistledown. And then it
yeah.
went into Danbury, how Danbury told Benedict, you know, uh, he's quite transparent of using her to
Yes,
repel
baby,
the
I love
unwanted attention from the hungry. She
from
called
the
them
hungry mamas.
hungry mamas. I said,
Girl,
oh shit. Did she call it out or nah?
didn't she? I said, Lady Danbury.
That is my
I mean,
girl.
she
She
just put it
called it
out
for
there.
what it was.
She sure did. She didn't
Hungry
come up with a nice name or
mamas.
nothing.
Hungry mammies. Shit. What the hell? Mamas, mammy. Baby,
Hungry
she
mom.
she said them hungry mamas. Say, oh good girl, I felt the fook out. I said,
Girl.
Andy Danbury don't have no balls. She don't hold no balls, baby. She will rip you in two, but do it with a smile too. And then she said,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, come help me whistle this room so I could use some distraction. You come over here. Yeah, you help me to distract. Now, this is
Yes.
where I say you forgot and skip because remember,
I
this is
did. I
when
did.
That's when Lord Dublin comes into play, the man who eats the veggies and Penelope meat.
Yes.
And
You're right. Yes.
he talk about, I feel like prey. He told Penelope that he felt like prey. Child, I was like, damn,
But
because
then
that's how it
I,
was.
she said, "Well, I'd rather be the predator than the no no." Was
Yeah,
that her
she
that said
did
that?
say that. She said she'd rather be the predator than the prey. Yo, I was like, ooh, damn, Penelope.
See, she
I
can be
said,
respectful when she ain't being,
girl, I said, ooh, damn, Penelope. You don't tell no man no shit like that.
He's like,
I
ooh.
said,
Like that
yeah.
shit turned me on. That turned
He looked at her and was like,
He's like,
what?
ooh. He
She
seemed
that
intrigued. He
shit
was like, tell me more.
that shit was crazy. I said, Penelope. I did not expect her to say that. I really didn't. But from seeing her past behavior, we could see that, right?
Yeah. And
She
see,
said,
and
I'd
you
rather
know,
be the predator.
then the play. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, let's, hey,
She
hey.
shows you that. She
Yes,
shows you that. You see how she snaps back. You come for her ass, she get nasty. Baby, she like, you
I
ain't
can't
got
be
me, I
mad at
got
that.
you. She snaps back. Penelope snaps back. Each time somebody try to come at her crazy, you see her reaction, right? Oh,
Hmm.
nah, you ain't got me. She bite back. "Rrr, bitch, I'm gonna bite your ass first.
She said, this
Okay.
kitty got claws.
Right, yeah. She said this kitty got claws. And listen, Penelope ain't taking a whole bars. But hold on. He said, hold on. Because he said he don't read Lady Whistledown. So, he's like, I don't read that. I'm not interested in that. But I found Lord Doubling interesting. I really did. He
Mhm.
had me caught up until later on, and later on and start. But he did catch my interest. I love that he was into nature and all of that good stuff. And yeah, he was all into that. But Colin wasn't feeling seeing them together.
No,
And
he
then
was not, and I'm loving it because you know what?
that's
He,
right.
you notice the whole time. Every time there's somewhere, he's somewhere peeping through the crowd, looking at her, peeping through the
Yeah.
crowd, looking at
Yes, look and peep it. But
her.
see,
Mhm.
that's what I said. He wasn't deserving. He had to earn it. And I love how they strangled it along where she didn't show her true feelings and didn't give in to the temptation of his
yeah,
and all of that because he had some growing up to do.
true.
Mhm.
Colin had some growing up to do. He had to earn that because you didn't see all of that before your eyes this whole time. You was
Mhm.
ignoring all that until you had to man up. You had to go through some things. Okay? You had to see all of that. So I love how they stressed that along and where he cherished a friendship first.
Yeah, but I think too,
I love that.
I think by him going away to London, each time he's gone away for the summer or wherever for the summertime and come back, he goes out and do different things. So he's exploring and taking on, seeing different things. And I think I don't. I think it's in 3 or is it in 4 when he cuts his hand when she was reading his book and
Right, that was last. Yeah, that was last. Yeah, yeah. That
when he
was
was getting her,
in season. I mean, in episode 1 or 2, one of those. Yeah.
when she was reading his journal, and she got all flustered because she was thinking
Uh-huh.
that he was out there dipping it and
Doing
doing.
his thing.
Uh-huh. And so
But
he
she
just
thinks that when he was writing, she still thinks that. I don't know why she didn't realize that.
Nah, she ain't think that. She ain't think he was just writing, child.
She said, "I'd love to read more of your writings."
mhm.
I don't think she thought that that was. She knew she was imagining his hands on her freckles. Okay, that's
Okay.
what she was
Wait a
getting
minute,
flustered
wait a
about.
minute.
She was like, "I want you to touch my freckles, my freckles." That's what she was thinking. Lord, let me imagine his hands on my freckles and my red hair. Oh my Lord. She just was imagining.
Okay.
That's why she got look. And y'all thought I was lying. You see, she got desperate, didn't she? Kiss me, kiss me. See, I told you that's what she was thinking.
Hated that scene.
She thought about him kissing them women and doing all that. Now she up to tell me because I might die. No, girl, you was thinking about that damn journal. Kiss me. Let me know how
Yeah,
that
she wanted to
feels.
feel all of that too before if she thought that she might never. So
Exactly.
she figured. She said, "Well, he's writing about it, so maybe he wants to do it
Now
too."
she knew he was doing it. She said, "Do it to me." She said, "Why don't you wet my whistle?"
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna get that off. I'm just
I
saying.
am done with you,
I'm
Jill.
just saying. That's what she was thinking. I'm telling you. As somebody reading that and you ain't get come on now. We all grown folks here. You start reading something all sexual and you kind of like that person too. And he writing all these things that he could do the things of the things. And you sitting there and you already know you feeling him and want to know what his thing feel like. You sitting there like
It'd be messed up if he
don't
didn't have shit
heartbeat.
down there.
It make me feel so neat.
If she read
Girl,
themselves, baby, she was so hot and flustered.
she was.
Yeah,
She
but
was
wouldn't it be
her
messed up
thing
if
was
you
like
found
a
out you
thunder.
wasn't endowed?
Now
Wouldn't that be messed up?
that's what you call a thunderdome.
Wow.
Lord.
She had a thunderdome going on down there, child. She said, "Kiss me." No, damn it. No, okay, I'm over it.
And right
I'm
then is when the
over
damn
it.
lightning struck too. The damn lightning struck and the thunder did roll when she was saying that.
Child,
It
talking
was.
about that was the devil done popped out. She said, "I won't touch me here." Girl, she was losing her goddamn mind, knowing he was out there.
Kimberly, what's
Okay,
the next subject?
okay, let's
We got to
move
put
on.
Jill in timeout.
Let me move on. Okay, so anyway, Cressler and Eloise was talking about Lord Dublin. And she had her eyes on him, but Eloise told her, he was talking to Penelope.
Oh
That girl
no.
didn't care. So now the challenge begun. Challenge.
The fact that she even thought she was like, "Ugh." And
You
Eloise
didn't
let her
read
know,
too
like,
much?
oh, wait a minute. Please don't think that he's not interested. Please don't think that you got this sewn up. Because she was a little nasty at first, like nobody could, like he couldn't possibly be interested in Penelope. Eloise looked at her
Right.
like,
Like what? Don't sleep
yeah,
on Penelope. I
okay.
love
Eloise
how
was
she
like,
said
Miss
that.
Thing.
I love how she checked her. Like, don't sleep on
Yes, she did.
Penelope now. That's why I said she still here for her. She knows that she knows Penelope got what it takes, but she just, and they're just having their differences. But she's like, come on now, don't ever underestimate the challenge, okay? Because
Yeah.
you gonna sleep on it and she gonna come whisk your ass away. You gonna be standing there stuck and mad as she was. But
And,
anyway, and what you said,
but honey, she is a
Cressida
stunt
didn't want
queen.
Lord Dublin because none of the society people like him. No, she wanted her. She wanted him.
No, not until her mother told her if what the deal was about that dress tab. That's
Exactly. And
when she
so
wanted it.
she
Because
didn't want her parents choosing her husband.
that's why she started
And
going
so
over his.
she's like, wait, what you say he got again? She had
Yeah.
to suggest and to rethink that. And what brought it even more challenging is that
Mm-hmm.
Penelope, what? Oh no, I got this. Let me show. Nah, she can't get him. I'm gonna get him.
That's what
Because
she thought.
that's what it was. That's what she thought.
Mm-hmm.
She found out about the money and wanted it. Yep, absolutely. And that's what she thought. So she thought all the things are the things. And she's always up for a challenge. That caressless person. She is just as competitive as everything. So
Is it?
that's in it because
Is it competitive or
that's
jealous?
why she's friends. That's why she became friends with Eloise in the first place.
Now
Yeah,
that
You know
I
what I'm
believe.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the challenge and the competitor and trying to overstep one. And always, and trying to, she wasn't feeling Penelope at all. But anyway.
And she
But
was supposed to one up her for everything, whatever it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now that's when I came into place. Like it seems like the Featherton sisters is pregnant. It showed the little glimpse. They talking about they were sipping something and they all got sick. Now I don't know what they were sipping, but both of them got sick.
I want to know what that was too, because they said that that was something that the house mom's mother took, and she had boys every time, and the only
Right.
time she didn't take it, she had her. So
Right.
I
They mentioned that later on, and I was like, wait, I
was
thought
like, well, what
I
is it?
thought that that's how they found out they was pregnant because they was sipping some champagne and then they got sick. But then that later on, they mentioned that it was some kind of something. I,
concoction. Mhm.
yeah, some kind of. I said, wait a minute, what the fuck is going on? So
And it
that's
looked
how I was
green
like,
too. It looked
huh?
green. It looked green.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
It
so
thick.
them two is pregnant, happen to be pregnant at the same time. Okay,
Oh, it's gonna be hell in that
whatever.
house.
Right. Now, I love how Penelope summoned Collins with that nod. Did you see that? When they was outside
Mm-hmm.
and they was at that fear thing. That's when we gonna get into what you was talking about. And they was at that fear thing, and Penelope summoned Colin with that nod, and then they went under the tent and met, and she's acting like she's looking at pastries and different things to buy, and she talks about Lord Dublin and how they hit it off.
Oh, because did
And
he bring her the flower by that point?
no, no,
No.
not yet. And
Okay.
so, and she talks about she's feeling them, and she she asks him
Yeah,
to
he's
wish her
sitting there.
luck and all of that. And he's looking, oh really? Oh really? And all that. And now the part where Eloise was
But
trying to give
while they were
correct.
in that tent, while they were still in that tent, did you see him looking at her, licking her fingers, the icing off her fingers?
Right. And she's like, I still got icing on my face. She like, no, no, no. You got it. You got it. He looking at the tongue and the lips and you licking.
Uh-huh.
Let me see how you lick me. Lick these.
Oh my God.
Lick these right here. That's how men think, girl. Come on, we being grown.
Because they showed him focus right on. He wasn't even hearing her words. He was looking at her. She was like,
Right. And he like,
that's all he
lick
could
me,
he.
lick me. I bet you that night he was thinking of her licking.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Licking somewhere where you go sticky, licky.
Then
How
what
how
you
she say it? How
Lovely love.
lovely love, li.
don't you talk
Body, all over my body.
How lovely love, like, li. How
All
she
over my body.
lick all of my body. Oh my God, lovely love. No, she is a mess. Have y'all seen her? Not to
That's
get off a not to get off a track. Have
no,
y'all seen her lately?
no, and that's strange too. Not
See,
to
I
say,
don't be everywhere no more. So I was just
you
gonna ask y'all because I don't be everywhere no more. But you haven't seen her? Yeah.
mm-mm.
Well, I'ma send the good
I hope she's
thoughts.
well. Send
Yeah,
prayers
I'm
up.
sure she's doing
I
fine.
hope
You know,
she's
she had
good.
recently moved and everything, so she's probably into
Exactly.
getting her stuff together. You know, getting her home put together.
Well, that's one for you, lovey love. Buddy.
Oh
He was
no, we don't
she was
fall.
looking at icy. He was like lick over here.
You know, you notice how they
Okay.
switched up how the teacher was being taught because he was supposed to be teaching her some things, but
Child, he got caught up.
she was actually
Okay.
Okay.
him. Mm-hmm.
The
Now,
hunter gets captured by the game. I like
That's
that.
it.
right. Got caught in his own trap, huh?
So,
Hmm.
Now, Eloise was trying to give Cressler some advice on what to talk to Lord Deblin about, and all this, and because he's into nature and love the animals, and Penelope tried to sneak off. Did you see that? Because she was
Yeah,
going over there and going over there, and Penelope tried to sneak off because she saw them all talking, but he called her over there. Like
mhm.
Penelope called her. She like, huh? Because she was ready to shy away. Like, oh God, she got him. Fuck. She was already giving up. You know what I mean? And she just like, okay, she win. And plus Eloise standing there, so she really was
Right.
all like,
She-
oh God. But
right.
that was a good scene. I was just looking and I
That
was
was
glad that
very awkward. That was
it was
awkward.
very awkward. It
But, and
was.
look, Eloise she was gagging the whole time. She
She
was like,
was. She
she was
was. Wait, but why the guys called Colin the marriage whisperer? Girl, I fell a fucking
now that made me laugh too. I was like, yes,
yo. I said the marriage what?
marriage whisperer.
Yo, I said, damn, these people are so cruel. Like, they just wasn't giving up on Penelope. You hear me? They was throwing jack. It reminds you of the shit you see
Right
on
here.
YouTube Street. That
Uh-huh.
they just ain't letting up on some folks. You know what I'm saying? They just throwing jabs. I don't give a fuck what they do good, what they do
Okay.
bad. They just keep coming, and they was coming for Penelope's neck. Sorry, they
All the
just ain't.
time.
They weren't giving up. I'm sorry. Now, you know
But
what
that
was
was
also
funny.
funny? Benedict running from these women. Like he's still running from these women.
Girl. Yes.
I love, and that's where you came in talk about the lady, because now the scenery they go into that thing, and I love how I wrote that. I love how that lady put him in his place. She like a woman, not interested. That's when that came into play, and I love that scene because she
Yeah.
kind
Now
of
just
checked him. I
yeah,
mean, not kind of checked him. She did
she
check him.
did. Yeah. But just before that, now, what do you think about the boxer and his wife?
I
They
love
have
them.
really settled into their new station in life really
I
nicely.
love them. I
Yeah.
love how and we'll see more of that getting into it. But I love how he said, "Don't forget where you came from."
Hmm.
Her, on the other hand, is wanting him to just adapt to the new life that they have, and he's thinking to himself like, "Shit, let me tell you something. Any minute this shit could go away, right?"
But see, and
I'm
that's the thing.
keeping my shit. I'm
That's what
keeping
we
my
can't.
stuff. And I'm not doing that because this all depends on our son, who is not even, he's still a young boy. So
Right.
if we mess up any step of the way, this could easily be taken from us. So she got to remember that as well.
Hmm.
And
But
so, go ahead.
I think the thing for her is that she's trying to tell him, it's nothing to be afraid of. I don't think that she's like just throwing caution to the wind and saying just forget everything that we've done before. We're new here now. I'm thinking she's more like it's not, you did work hard. And this
We
was just another
deserve.
way that we came across something. I know that it's only because there was a death in the family, but still, um, you've always had an honest living, and it's time for you to enjoy it. This is nothing to be afraid of.
But
Let's
Yeah.
he don't want to give away something he worked hard for and earned. This is mine.
Oh, you're
This
talking about
I
with
can
the bar.
keep.
You're talking about the thing with
The
his gentleman.
bar, right? But this is what
Oh,
he's
I
trying
wasn't
to.
okay.
But
I
that's what
wasn't sure
she's
yet.
kind of swoo him into. Like, get used to this lifestyle because remind you, all of these people are trying to tell him he can't no longer live this way.
Yeah.
And that way, he's trying to tell his wife, as you remember, he is trying to tell because she wants to adapt to the way of life. And he's like, nah, that's why he convinced her, look, we ain't living in separate rooms. He's trying to
And she
tell her,
didn't even
stop,
want to
stop,
sleep in good
but
at
she
night.
she wanted to, but he's like, nah. She's all like, oh, we can't do this. They said we can't. He like,
Well, see,
like,
but
come
see
on
again,
now.
that's
You
when
got
they,
to say, don't let this control how we're going to be happy. You can't let the society tell you how we're going to be happy. You're
well,
not
then
supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. Like it's always, and he don't want to live by rules. Like he just don't want to be boxed in because once again, he's from a life. Remind you this. Let's keep this in mind. He's from a life that none of them will ever see. They don't know how it feel like to not have something and then all of a sudden come into it. All of these people are born into it, married into it, born into it. They came from an outside with nothing and just came into this. So he's trying to say, I'm going to still live the way I want to live, and that's it. Like we know what it feels like to have nothing. So let's not try to get into this whole society stuff and forget the people who, you know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. I'm sorry. That's how I was looking, but I could be wrong. He doesn't want to stop doing what he worked hard. Yeah, he doesn't. And he's not trying to consume to this lifestyle. And as we get later on into it, you'll see these people telling him, once you into this, you can no longer work and all types of shit. Like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Like, listen, we could be free. We don't have to be doing all this stuff all the time and all of this. So you can see how he's setting the tone for his wife. Like, listen, stop thinking you could conform. You gotta conform into this whole society. Remember when our ass ain't had nothing to eat. Okay, that's how I was looking at it. I don't know, but okay. How about this? Penelope talk about she loved grass when the man was asking her about all that. And she up there, oh, I love grass. He said, what do you love about the grass? She like, it's green. Can y'all hear me?
uh-huh.
Mhm.
She like, it's green. He like, okay.
Yeah, it got very awkward and uncomfortable there. They were just making Penelope and Cressida were making such fools out of themselves.
They were.
I mean, and, and Eloise was getting her life. She was
Yes,
just
she
grinning and
was.
shaking her damn head. The green grass and the what kind of bird was that I was just telling you that I
The
love?
bird. The bird.
You like 2 minutes ago, I had to tell you that those birds don't fly. Oh, I want to save the bird. Then here comes Penelope with the grass, and then after that, then here goes Cressida again. Oh my, oh, like shit. That's
I
just
agree, Linda B. You're right. That happened because she stopped being herself. She got into the limelight, the jewels, the sparkles, the this. He like, listen, don't forget where you came from. Like, yeah,
she's
I
talking
agree.
about Penelope and the vegan man.
No, no, that was from when she was talking when we were talking. Oh, okay, I don't know. I
She's talking
thought
about
that was from when we were talking about because she was like, she
no.
said that she said he's like, I'm gonna be me, meaning Will. He's like, I'm gonna be me. That's what she was talking about. She was finishing the conversation of saying, and the people telling him that makes him, working class rather than so yeah, she stopped being herself because she started getting into the sparkles and let's get it into because that's what she's all into.
She didn't stop being herself. That's the whole thing. But she's not against embracing something new and better.
Oh,
She's
okay,
not.
never mind. She talking about Penny. She said she is talking about Penny.
Uh-huh.
Penelope.
Yeah,
Sorry,
because
I
and that's
misunderstood.
when it happened. See, he liked her when she was being herself, but
Yeah.
when she was trying to compete with Cressida, when Cressida was talking about the bird, then she had to talk about the grass. So,
Yes.
and that's when it
Yeah.
got. Oh my
Start
god!
awkward. Started getting
Oh
awkward
yeah.
and desperate. They both was looking crazy. Now, how about the kiss with the husband? The husband and the Featherington girl. We can't do this outside. We can't do this outside.
Yeah.
That was the air balloon scare. And where Caressa like, acting like she was hurt. He was
Oh, that was
protecting
it. Oh, then
Penelope.
she was talking about her ankle. She said,
Yeah.
"I'm hurt. My ankle. Oh." But before then, remember she was feeling fat. Oh, I need something to drink.
Child. I
Whatever she
said,
can
look at
do.
this bullshit. I said, this is some desperation stuff.
All of that shit was
Yes.
performance.
It was. I said, wait a minute. What are y'all doing? Like this is just it was sad. I said whatever. But
And
anyway, we going
he's looking
okay,
at both of
go.
them
Sorry.
like it's so damn.
He like, what is going on? Like, okay, let me. Well, actually, I don't think he noticed after she was like, "Oh, I'm hurt," because he kind of helped her, and
Yeah,
But then
he's
I think he,
believing her stunts, but he's looking at
uh,
Penelope like she's like he should because she was bugging out with some of the stuff when she would get flustered. So
but
once
he
she finally
knew
went to
that
him and said,
she
"Hey, I
was,
was not being myself. That was not me.
yeah,
I pretended, and then he warmed up to her again. He's like, so
yeah.
yeah.
So
But
then we
Cressida
went
is
to
still
the
playing her stunts.
the ball. Oh yes, Cressler was just yeah. Her, she's her because she's friendless. She don't
Hmm.
have nobody but them parents telling her what to do. So she ain't got much anyway. But now they're at the ball, and Francesca. Listen, Francesca looks beautiful.
Hmm.
They all look. The lady Bridgerton. She about to get her groove back. Okay, Lady Bridgerton about to get her groove back with a piece of chocolate. Okay, she about to get her
Spark.
groove back with a piece of chocolate. All right, and is this your glove? Can I get you with your glove? I said, ooh, wee now. Oh, wait. You better
Right
get you a
there.
piece of box of
Mhm.
chocolate. You better get that. Girl, get that. You ain't never
You
gonna go
be right.
back.
You sound like a car Cressler. I
What you
like
said? Like a car. Yeah, Chrysler.
Cressler or a Tesla.
I think Francesca is my favorite Bridgerton girl. Do you? Ah, she's a little boring, but okay. Francesca, she's just boring to me. She doesn't want much.
Francesca seems like
She's
she's
just mellow. She has no like not let me not say boring. She's just simple. Like
I like her. I
she's not
remember
fussy. She's
she gives
not
me Daphne, but more
mm,
fire.
really. I
Hmm.
think Daphne has more fire.
She gives me Daphne, but more fire because just the fact that she stole away from everyone just to go and play a piano in somebody else's house. Okay, she wasn't at home when she did that. That's something, and
Yeah,
she was
she loves music, and I know you love music, Linda B. So I get it. I get it, girl. I get it. But she don't have definitely doesn't have more fire.
They
Then
about the same.
Daphne.
Her and
Daphne got fired. She wasn't taking no shit. Daphne was like, what?
Not
Really
at
neat.
first, though.
See,
Francesca fell right
Francesca
into.
is quiet.
I
Daphne
don't see
was
that.
not quiet.
I don't.
Daphne doesn't like to be seen and she speaks, but she's also more like, leave me out of that. Like, but Daphne is more like,
I don't see Francesca like that because see the whole time she was just in the background. So when she popped out this season, it's like, wow, she's all this other time she's been back there on the sofa with the other kids, you
well,
know.
she was younger.
When,
Remember, that was a
yeah,
younger her.
so what
So
I'm saying is now that she's popped, that she's really she. I don't see her as being just quiet and off to the side at all. She really seems like
no,
she's
I'm
a
saying compared to Daphne is what I
I
was saying.
think
Not that
yeah.
she's, off to the side, but I was just
She
saying
reminds me
compared to
of Daphne,
Daphne.
but with a little more fire
Okay.
to me. Hmm.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
come on, she took things very methodically. I mean, she said she was going to go through her suitors alphabetically. She said, "Okay, no, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." Even when she was picking out her clothes, I mean,
yeah.
and then when they were like, "Oh, is she going to be nervous?" She was not nervous. She came out. Now, when she did get in front of the queen that first time, that was a
Yeah.
little bit, but she quickly got over that. She's just really, I think that she's got her head on so straight and she's already resolved in her mind. Okay, I've already seen how all of this goes. So this is what I'm going to do. So
Okay.
I just, she knows she's got the queen's eye. So she's going, and the queen's talking about bringing in her own people, her own family to meet her. Shoot, she's like,
Mm.
okay, no, I trust what the queen says. I trust who she has for me. Now, and that makes sense because if the queen is picking your match, do you think she's getting ready to give you a what do you call it? A womp womp prize? She's gonna give you a bummer?
Yeah,
Hello?
I guess. I'm listening. I just don't think she
You
has
think the queen
fire
is
to
gonna give
me.
you a
But
bummer?
it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I don't think she has fire. She's boring to me. But and we all got different opinions. That's okay.
He said more compliant, quietly obstinate. Now, wait a minute. Now, which one?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
she. I'm
yeah,
sorry. No, I was talking to Linda B. Go ahead.
yeah. No, no. She said want prize. You so
Yeah,
crazy, Linda
that's
B.
what it was.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We ain't gonna get stuck. We won't get to the next episode, but I get it. I mean, we could agree to disagree. I wouldn't call her
Yeah.
fire though, but she's all right.
What
But
do you do?
okay, so we get to Collins, and Collins, his eyes is on Penelope right now. He ain't worrying about nothing else. Okay, it was just crazy the way that Penelope and Correct. We talked about that. Did you see how they was racing to him though, to the Duke, the Lord, like they raced to him. It was just crazy. Anyway, we talked about that scene too, so we could
But
move
did
on.
you
But it was
notice?
just desperate of that.
Are we up to
That
the part where Francesca goes outside? She just wants to get a minute to breathe, and she goes
no,
outside.
we at
She's
the part where Francesca and the Queen picked. You remember she picked the other dude for her, you know, and saying, they said her pick. Remember, they seem to be getting it on a little bit.
mm-hmm.
Francesca and the Queen's pick,
Yeah.
and you saw how she was getting it off until he mentioned having 8 children of his own. Girl,
Oh, I forgot that part.
yo, she flew the fuck out. She was like, "Oh,
Is that
hold on, I'll be
he
right
was
back."
looking forward to that.
She said, "I'll be right back." Yo, she was out. You hear me?
Yeah.
He mentioned them 8 kids. Like, our families are similar. I have seven siblings too. She like, yes, mighty, that's a lot to handle. Yeah, siblings and all that. He's like, yeah, because I'm looking to have eight of my own. Yo, Francesca like, oh hell no.
See, she knows she doesn't
She's
want that.
I mean, yeah, that's different. She knows what she want, but I'm just saying, I don't think they all know what they kind of want. All of them know what they looking for. All of the children. They all have specific, well, the boys think they know what they looking for, and the women just say, hey, this is what you're gonna get, and they like that spunkiness. They don't like no woman who just gonna lay down. Okay. They ain't gonna be lay down and do all of that. They like a feisty woman. That's what I learned about the
Honey, they
Bridgerton
like
man.
them all. Now, what they marry is different, but they
No,
like them.
I'm talking about a married, to marry,
Oh,
marriable. They don't want no woman just laying on their back. Cause they let's not fake that they had a mother who had all these children without a father. Okay. So
mm-hmm.
they already know what a woman looks like and still maintain a household though and still running shit. Cause
Mm-hmm.
he know how to run shit like that. The mother got touches in hats in playing in that house too. So the
Yes,
mother is showing them how, she could be a mother, but she could also run some shit after she snapped out of that grievance. You know what I mean? She
and I
kind of
noticed too
still
that she
maintained.
always, yeah, yeah, she always sees. She sees her kids. She knows them. She sees them,
Exactly.
and
She sees
she's
them and she
yeah.
learns them and nurture them. So, they don't want no woman who just gonna be like, yes, yes, yes. Because the mother, you could tell that that mother is not about no yes, yes, yes.
No,
She's speaking up. So, Lady Bridgerton ain't a pushover.
no.
She's speaking. So that is what the her boys is looking for too. Like, you gotta have your own thing. We ain't looking for you to just be laying here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? They like that spunkiness of a woman. So
Mm-hmm.
that is what catches them, and that's what they end up marrying. Because
Or playing around with. Mm-hmm.
yeah, or playing around with,
Yep.
absolutely. Now, so for Francesca meets Francesca meets that guy outside. Now, this is the Sterling. Meets the Sterling outside. You just notice they just stand there and quiet, ain't say nothing, and then they just leave. Like,
Yeah,
and she likes that. Like, it was like
he
peace. I don't
did.
need to talk. And so
Well,
that
he
was
did
something.
say, "We'll let's enjoy this quiet together." Pretty much saying like, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
can you hush because I ain't here to talk.
Right, because that's what she said. I'm out here for some quiet, peace and
Mm-hmm.
quiet, And he said, well, let's just enjoy it together. And so that
Yeah,
was their connection at that point. And
that was
then
yeah, that was
now
nice.
that lady who you said told, I can't remember her name, with Benedict talking about, uh, don't be afraid. What she told her, talk about, I'm a widow. Remember, she started telling him, I'm a widow, and I was married and all that. She told him, no need to be afraid of her. He said, oh, I ain't afraid.
Could be.
Okay, baby. When I say them two, that chemistry, which it just was crazy. I thought it would go somewhere. I'm thinking it would go somewhere, but I don't know. But anywho, moving on. I don't know where that was going with them two.
But what about about back to Lady Bridgerton when she dropped her glove and the man
Uh-huh.
picked it up and gave it to her? We find out that that is Lady Danbury's brother.
Yes. Right,
Mm-hmm.
that's the brother. Right, exactly. And so we also
Which
found
is
out that was the
he.
unwanted guest.
Yes, I'm like, oh shit, what he got going on?
I was
What he
like,
got
damn,
going
and that's
on?
what I was getting to. I was going to get to that
Mm-hmm.
later on. Yeah, because I was confused. But before then, what do you think about the where you see where I was talking about where Lord Will and Lord Garrett, where he told him, talking about, oh, when you're members of part of the society, you don't work. See, that's where he was just like, I'm not losing my values. So I thought that was crazy, Lord Garrett telling him, oh, you can't work. And everybody's telling him, like, oh, no, you can't do that. And you can't work. And the queen is not going to approve of that. And,
Well,
it was kind of like,
but the main thing was, see, and he can strike a good balance between that. But they were trying to let him know pretty much. Well, the guy that was in the at the bar was letting them know, okay, yes, you're right. You can do whatever you want. You can, but you might not want, but you don't actually want to be the bartender in here. At least just hang out or something. You don't have to stay away, but you shouldn't be behind the bar pouring drinks, or you shouldn't be wiping tables. Just
yeah.
go chill a little bit. I think that's what he was trying to tell him basically, but he's taking it so strongly, like someone's trying to make him walk away from who he is, and I don't see that that's what it is.
But
And but
that's what they telling him. That is what it is. Just read
I
my
like
book. They
the
was
thing is what,
simple. They
but I like
said you can't work. No one in society works. No one. Meaning this is forbidden. That's what they told him. You don't remember him saying that? And then later on he was
not
told
forbidden, but
again.
it's saying no, because they would say, okay, it's not that it's not done, but it's not like he couldn't be there. He could still be around there. He just, again, doesn't need to be behind there. He doesn't need to be looking like he's an employee. He's working in the establishment. Just cool. Nobody's telling you to walk away from here and never look back. But
But
no, it's
remember,
not.
Lady Danbury told his wife. She
Yeah,
did
but
tell him.
that's a
She
different.
said,
But that's a
no,
different
you
conversation.
gotta tell him. But she's
I
telling
know, but
him
that's still a different conversation. That's a different
that's
conversation.
not, it's the same.
It
She's telling
is
him
because
he
it's between
can't.
two different people. Will and the man talking is a different conversation from his wife and Lady Danbury talking. Now she's telling her something too, but the takes on it are different because one conversation was had with the wife, but the other conversation was had with Will.
I guess we just see it different. That's all.
I
I just I mean we just do. We are going to see it different. It is because we got our own intake. We are, but I just thought the message was the same. You got to talk him out of that. He can't
Well,
just he
now
can't,
that was different. That see, and that's what I'm saying. That was different. Lady Danbury's take on it with his wife was a little bit stronger. Yeah, that's exactly what she meant.
but it
But
was the
that's
same message. You can't be
no,
working. You
no.
can't be running no bar. We don't do
The
this.
word, the words were completely different too.
I
It
get it,
was
but it
just
was
a
the
straight
same
text.
meaning. You could say use different
No,
words. To
and it's
me, it's
different
like
words.
language. I could tell you something in
Oh
different
Lord,
words,
Jill,
and it could
damn!
still mean
Look,
the same thing. And you know that. I could tell you something using a different word, a different sentence, a different thing, but it still means the same thing. In the society, you don't work.
it wasn't as
You let the
strong as
laborers handle. Okay,
it
I got
wasn't as
you.
strongly worded as what Lady Danbury said was very matter of factly. Like it must not happen. This must not continue. That's not the take that the man had on it that was talking to Will. He wasn't saying you can't be here. You don't do this. This has to end. Society won't have it.
But it
That's
was
not.
still
That's
telling him he can't work. You can't do
not
this
in the.
bar. It's the same thing. Just
But
read my
it's not.
book.
No, I don't. Well,
How
I don't agree with
isn't it telling
that.
you
No.
you absolutely can't do this by him saying you cannot be working? Meaning you don't need to
All
be.
right, Jill. What? Look, I don't agree. I don't
That's why
agree.
I said we're not going to agree. That's why I said we can move on. We're not going to agree because we got different ways of intaking information. That's how we are. We're humanly made, and we take things in differently. And it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. And we
Jill.
still all right. Anyway, Penelope. finally was honest to the guy, and you said that. That's where your window. You were talking about how she opened up to the what's his name?
The
Uh,
vegan man.
the vegan man opening up, and he said that's what he was looking for. And I was getting into all of that, and I was feeling it. I thought he was a good partner. And then Colin comes in and talking about this and that, about to express his feeling, but that man come in and break it up. Like, okay, I'm gonna take her out on the dance floor. Let's interrupt it. And that's how that ended for that we finally, is that how that
Yeah,
ended? Right? Yes.
well, no, because then
No,
he
no,
told her
no, it ain't. No, it's not.
yeah,
Sorry.
they wound up having a conversation where he asked her, he said, "Do you have some unfinished business with this young lady?"
Yes.
And
No,
of
that
course,
was later. Later, remember?
yeah, just a little bit. I
Was
mean,
it?
okay, well, where are
I
we?
don't know. Go ahead. Go ahead. You go
I'm
ahead. No, because I think I flipped over too early. So that's why. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
um,
I flipped over too early. Sorry.
who was it? Uh, yeah, he was saying, yeah, when he was saying, why is it that you sit in your window and then look at it? Is it because you're looking across the street at the Bridgerton house? It wasn't. He was why you before you were saying that you like to look at birds, but you rather see them from your window. And then after hearing some of the things that Cressida said, he said, well, and him seeing how Colin was, have that he was clearly disturbed by their keeping company. He said, "Why is it that you really sit in that window to look at birds?" Is it because you're looking across the street at the Bridgerton house? And he kept asking her these lines of questions, and that's when he decided, well, that's not the type of white of marriage that I'm looking for. And he was talking about his travels and whatever, but he said he needed someone who was more suiting to his life, who doesn't have issues like that going on. So therefore, he's not going to propose. And
Mm-hmm.
that was, I don't think it was devastating to her as much as it was to her mother, because she asked where he was going. Mother Farrington said, what have you done? Where is he going? And she says, "That's your question, not am I okay?" You remember that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, well, y'all are so quiet.
No, I flipped over. I don't think I wrote anything. I after that scene about that, that's why I thought I flipped to the wrong spot that I didn't. I was already, so I was trying to find my way back to. I do remember that part. I went
Yeah,
to where they interrupt Colin and tell her before Colin got to tell her how he felt, and they dance, and then I just went into episode 4, so I kind of missed that one. But go ahead.
that's where we are, right?
No, I was saying I was into episode 3. It's okay. Go
Oh,
ahead.
oh I thought this. Okay, Kimberly,
Yeah, child. I'm tired.
she said,
Yeah, cause I don't know, cause I was trying to catch up to where you were, cause when episode four started, it started off with the sisters being pregnant, and they was and said that Penelope must have, you know, must has blackmailed the Lord Deblington. You know, that's where it started off at episode 4. So I was trying to catch up to where what you was talking about, because I yeah,
I thought this
I'm
where we
sorry.
were. We're not in episode 4 yet. I thought we were.
No, we not. Episode 4 started off where the that where he
Devlin
came
is
to, yeah, he visits Penelope. That's why I was trying to catch up to where you.
So I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. I jumped
That's
ahead.
why I was lost. I was like, wait, what?
It's
I
not
know
even
what you
on my
talking about,
list.
but you see, I was like, damn, where we at? I was trying to flip to catch up, but go ahead. I was trying to flip. Go ahead.
Well, no, because now I'm back. Well, so where do we?
Episode so 4 started off with the deputy, the Lord coming to visit Penelope, and
And
then
bring
how
us.
they was watching, Penelope, and the sister was like, "Oh, she must be blackmailed him," and all of that. I said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, talk about she blackmailed him to be interested in her and all that. The
The
mother
only
up
reason
there. I
they
said,
saying
y'all
that
need to be a
is
damn shame of yourself.
the only reason they were saying that was because she had gotten Colin to teach her, and now everybody knew it. So now she's paying people. She's at.
Right.
That's the
Mhm.
only reason they said that they sniped
And he
themselves.
couldn't just be interested in her.
Right.
Like you
And
got to
that's
be
what Eloise kept letting her
blackmailing and do.
know.
Child, that
Yeah,
was
that's what
crazy.
Eloise kept letting her know. He actually is, he's spending time, he's over there with her.
No, I'm talking about her own sisters. That's how it
Oh yeah,
started. The sisters is the
yeah.
one talking about you blackmail. She must have blackmailed him to come,
Hmm.
to the house, acting like he want to suit her and act for her, interested in her. That was crazy as hell. I said, "Wow." Um, that was embarrassing. But anyway. But Lady Bridgerton, and then it went into Lady Bridgerton asking Colin if he found someone of interest. That's when she was sitting there like, I see you. You interested in Penelope or somebody because your interest is, yeah, the vegan money. The vegan money, Linda B. You know, just read my book, said the vegan man.
Yeah, because that's why he's got money. He's not buying meat. He's not buying fur coats because
And he stayed working. That's what he told her. I'm stay working. So he
yeah,
worked. He stayed busy making
exactly.
that money. He ain't got time to be
And
playing
then talking
around.
about it's gonna take him a year just to get where he's going. Shit,
Child.
it's girl. Now, tell you the truth, that would have been a sweet deal, you know.
Mm.
You mean to tell me you
Yeah, that was crazy.
I get to have this palace here, and I'm gonna be by myself, and it's gonna take you a year to get to your job, and then you gotta work it, and then it's gonna take you a year to get back. If I
Mm.
really wasn't feeling you that much anyway, like I really do, and you're not looking to have a bunch of children, that would have been a sweet deal. I could still be Lady Whistledown. I can do, you know what I mean? She could have worked that out. She could have worked that out.
Mm. Now,
Yeah.
what do you think about? What do y'all think about Lady Danbury and her brother? Like, I was so curious to why she was so mad at her brother. I think because he was a ladies' man, kind of like, and she was kind of embarrassed because he- obviously he said he was married before too when they were talking, and
Yeah.
and I guess once again because I don't know, I was
Well, she
wondering
did
why she was
actually
so
say
mad.
that yeah, she did make it plain. She was like, "Oh, where is it in your britches?" She's like, so yeah, evidently that is a
Yeah,
problem for
because
her.
that's a problem for her about him being a ladies' man, and
Yeah.
yeah,
But
because
it's
she
something
just has
deeper
so
than
much
that.
disdain,
Yeah, it
and
seems
and
like
and
it's
you could
something
see,
deeper.
yeah, because I think it's deeper than that,
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe
deeper
he
than
jilted one
because
of her
he
friends.
always tell her she nebby, okay, she nosy, okay, always meddling. That's what he called her. She's a meddler.
And daggone Lady Bridgerton just giving away the damn goods.
But she
Talking
is a
about,
meddler. She knows, he
but
knows her sister.
but damn, she's like, oh, you don't know that about your sister?
Well,
Shut up.
she was actually trying to talk good about her because he's like, she's a damn meddler. She always in somebody goddamn business. She was trying to
I'm
make,
like, that's Jill. Damn. I mean,
I think that I think that as if the story goes on, you'll find out more about
yeah, maybe.
relationships
Yeah,
and why.
he's a player. That's what you think,
yeah,
Linda
that I can
B?
tell because when she was direct with that statement, I said, "Oh, okay, I see." But I'm thinking, so did he play around on his wife? Did he jilt one of her sisters? I mean, one of her friends back in the day? Did he, because
Yeah.
clearly
No, I
something.
think she just had different expectations for her brother.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what I think it would have. She
And
had
Yeah,
maybe
but
he
it's got to
cheated
be
on
more
his
to
wife.
call
Maybe
him
he cheated on his
unwanted.
wife.
Yeah,
Maybe
to
he
me,
cheated on his wife before. Maybe
yeah,
that
it
was
would
the
be
case.
one thing
I
if
don't
if
know.
I know some people have that one relative was like, oh Lord, here they come. That's one thing, but she said an
Yeah, unwanted.
unwanted visitor.
Unwanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's
damn, that's
deep.
kind of exactly.
That's
So
what
it's
I
got to be
said.
more than him,
I don't know.
batting
She
3,000. Yeah.
probably just don't like his, she just don't like,
I guess you
you
don't want
know,
him. Don't come around here making me
that's what
look
she was
bad.
saying.
Yeah, he
probably
comes
was sleeping
in
with
her reputation.
women and getting into different things,
Yeah,
and she probably tired of cleaning stuff up because you have a certain status,
yeah, she's got a
kind of
good
like, all
reputation, and
right,
she don't
you
want him
can't be
coming in
doing
there
all of this
messing it up.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
probably that. Now, what did you think about Queen Elizabeth when she told her butler or whoever he is? Remember, she said, "Dad, you could see from all the way back there."
you
And
do
he
not
like,
want Queen Elizabeth.
He
Oh, yeah.
like, yeah, Queen
Uh,
Charlotte.
Miss Jill. Okay, yes.
Sorry, Queen Charlotte. She told her butler, that butler man, her man, talk about Dad. You can see from all the way back there. And
Mhm.
he's
Mhm.
like,
He knows
sure
it.
can.
Yeah.
And
Wait.
she told him, she said, well, why don't you take a few steps back some more because you reading me too well. I fell out,
Yeah.
child.
Step back.
Take a couple of more steps back
And
because
look,
you
and he
read
said
me too
all of that
well.
without moving his face, his nose, and anything. Had his head straight up, but those eyes were reading over on that paper.
Child,
He's like, yes,
he's like,
sir.
yes, yes, I can. He was like, all the time. He
Mhm.
he
Right?
was he said all the time. Shit, I sure can. Very well. That was something else. I fell out. The queen
I
said,
was like, you a little too comfortable with your shit. We wait a minute, what? But you remember before she knows he talks because she sent
yes,
him
she
to go get that
does.
snuff box. She's like,
Yeah.
go get my
Yeah,
box.
wait, don't say nothing else. You go get my box. Because he talked too much. Yeah, she did say that from the beginning.
Hmm. Look, I
Now,
wonder. It'd be funny if she thinks that he might be Lady Whistledown. That'd be some funny shit.
child, right? That would be, but I think he too stuck to her side for her to
Yeah,
think that.
yeah, he too far
He's
for her
he is there at
ass.
every step of the way and very valuable to her life. He knows
Yeah.
all her
Yeah, in order
secrets
for him to get that close to
and
her,
he
yeah.
makes sure that she's good all the time. So yeah, she know it ain't him because he don't budge. He's there a begging call, morning,
For
noon, and
ass.
night.
Sucker
Yes,
Huh?
for ass.
because he's there to get the tea.
Yep.
He wants the tea. Yeah, but yeah, he's there. He is very close to her. Not a confidant. He's supposed, but he still knows just as much as everyone else.
Hmm.
He knows just as much as what's going on with her as Lady Danbury does because he's
Mhm.
in that house with her. He's always at her side, and as we can
Oh
see,
yes.
he has a skill for reading papers at 15 feet away.
And
So
that's where Lady Danbury get her information. Just and believe, because he with her morning, noon, and night. Danbury
Uh-huh.
ain't there like that. So
That's right.
that's who that Danbury ain't there like that. That man is through morning. He can't even barely goddamn get no damn sleep. Because he got to be at her begging call. Now, what did y'all think about Lord Sterling when he said he came over there, he get to the Bridgerton house and he's like, I'm here for one of your daughters. Did you see how Eloise slid behind her little brother? Like, oh, hell no.
that was funny.
Yo,
That was
she
funny.
just slid real quick.
Like Bart Simpson going into them bushes. They think
And look, hell, he didn't know. He didn't come calling names. He said one of them. She was like, "Well,
Yeah.
shit, not me." Not-
Yo, Yo, she slid real smooth. I was like, oh, she said, "Oh hell no!" That was an awkward scene, though. You
You
know
know
what I
how
mean?
Homer
And they
Simpson
sat
sat
there.
back in those bushes.
That's
That's
close.
what Kimberly said. She said how he slid in the bushes like shh. That is exactly what Eloise did. I cracked. I had to rewind that real quick because baby, that tickled me. I was cracking the hell up, but it was so awkward to see them just sit there in silence, though. Eloise and him. I said, this is awkward. And even the family talking like, yeah, how they supposed to get to know each other if nobody's talking?
Girl, that was funny as hell. You see them all sitting back there, everybody was leaning forward looking
Yeah,
down
and they was like,
the
what are
hallway.
they doing? What are they doing? What the hell is this? Yo, that was awkward though. I thought that was very awkward. I
He's
said, what
ugly.
the fuck?
Yeah, I think he's cute. He's ugly to me.
Who?
Oh.
The one that that's the one that goes go on with Francesca, right? The
Yeah,
dark.
that was black guy. Mhm.
I think he's ugly.
Yeah, I think he looks like Chris Rock.
Damn.
Minute.
Wait, let me go
Kimberly,
look
breathe
again.
deep and you laugh. Wait a minute. What? He reminded me of Chris Rock.
Wait, I gotta go look at him again.
He's ugly to me. I
I
was like,
mean, I wouldn't say ugly, but he was. I think that the matches. Wait, the matches that they have made with the other
Wait a minute.
fellas, he's far off. Like, yeah, he
yeah, he
I
definitely,
think he's not welcoming as the other faces.
yeah, his face
You
is
know,
very,
oh, girl. Now, see, that was so nice. I don't think he's welcoming as the other face. That was so nice, Jill.
You
I'm
know,
a clip
because I think we're all, everybody has an eye for everything. People probably call me ugly.
Kimberly
You know
said
what
he's
I'm
ugly,
saying?
damn it. She said,
And everybody got an eye. I was just trying to be nice. It
how you
is
gonna say?
it's Juneteenth. It's Juneteenth. Shit.
Oh, Lord, not Jill. Jill, what you drinking over there? You can't fool me, girl. Wait a
I
minute.
feel like they are both
She said
focused
it's
on music
Juneteenth.
and something and nothing else really. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Do I sound I said it's Juneteenth.
Like, we ain't gonna call him ugly. It's
Oh
Juneteenth.
shit.
His face is as welcoming as others.
Oh
It's
god.
Juneteenth.
Oh,
Oh
oh
my God.
god.
It's
But
I'm just saying because she can have her pick. Really, she can have her pick of any man there, and
well, he was good for her. Fuck that.
yeah, at the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah, he was good
for her.
enough for
This
her.
guy hurt.
Like she ain't got no choice. No, let me stop. I'm
She
joking.
ain't-
Yeah, it's not as welcoming. I agree. I agree. He looks better than Daphne and Simon's baby. Ooh, Linda B.
Look, but
Oh,
you gotta admit,
damn.
and Kimberly
Not
and
the
you
kids.
gotta
Not
admit
the
that baby did
kids.
get cute the next season. That baby did get cute.
You
On the
can't be
next
dragging no kids. We don't drag kids.
kicked out the sector. You kicked out the sector, girl. We don't do that.
Linda B, you-
Linda B, you can't be dragged. You out. You out of the sector.
You need to be in the frenemy sector.
Linda B.
You
You
don't
don't
make
drag kids over here, Linda B. Y'all making my side hurt. Look.
Jill, I'm telling you, I got a cramp in my side.
Oh shit the next season. Yeah, after it came up a bit. Yo, Linda B is a goddamn mess down there. I ain't fooling with you, girl. I'ma move on. That was awkward. They silence was awkward. That other man who came in the room, okay, and showed up, he was awkward. Okay, he done digged his hand in the bowl and shit, stuffing his face and all that shit. The family looking like, what? Whoa, that's the one the queen picked. Remember,
Mm.
who came in there stuffing his face. Anyway, Will told his wife he's keeping his club. We move
Right.
on to I did like Lord Debling. I did like them together, and you know what I'm saying? And he appreciated her passion to
Yeah.
me, that his passion, but he lost me when he was saying he expected his wife to stay at home, stay at home. So I knew that was not gonna work. I knew that was gonna be a no some point in time. Talking about, stay at home, and because he's going to be away for a year, like just read my book was saying, and he's going to be away for a year and all that. He was like, so what if, kept giving all these, what if I asked the father for the hand in marriage, or what if they don't have a father, and what if I asked the mother for the hand in the marriage? I like how she just slightly let him down and said, she told him, I think he would have to read the book.
I'll not read my book.
Yes, she did, and
She
I loved
told him, didn't you love that?
I
She
love it.
told him, you have to read the book. That's what he said. She said, you're going to have to read the book. Okay?
Ah,
Because I'm not about to stay home
okay.
and be doing all that bullshit you
I'm
talk.
not get ready to give you a blueprint on how to get to me. What?
Right. She said, you're going to have to read the book. The fuck? I ain't that
Yeah.
desperate. Read it. Read in between the line, motherfucker. I ain't gonna give you all the quotes. Got that. Yeah, it sounded rather limiting. He just wanted a wife as a caretaker of the estate or something. Exactly. It was so cold.
But he
So
Yeah.
did.
he threw me off with that one. And I was just like, ah, damn. Damn, Debling. Debling, what the fuck? So yeah, I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, he should have
Okay,
been with
which leads
Crowder.
back to me telling you that I thought that he was a
He should have
little
been with
slow.
Crowder.
He
He
should have
should
been
have.
what?
He should have been with that Crowder that girl. Cause see, she want
Yeah,
to
because
be.
she would have loved that. She would have
That's
loved that.
more her stage in life.
Yeah,
She
that's
want to be
more
with
her
her.
steals. You right. Now, Colin got himself some hookers, but he couldn't even get into the hookers, child. He had his mind on Penelope. Penelope. They was like, well, since you spent your money, you want to just watch? I
Right.
was cracking.
I could not believe it. Said, well, you already paid. Like, we ain't giving it back. So, I
Yo,
just.
I
So
said, damn, the hookers was bold even back then. Like, nigga, you ain't
new
getting
age
this.
sisters there, they say you ain't getting no change, honey.
Them
You not
motherfuckers
getting
like, you ain't getting nothing back. You talking about you ain't interested no more. That's your fucking business. Well, watch us.
Right?
Yeah. We still on fire. You ain't getting that back. You better just watch then.
Yeah. And so
Cause
we did.
they ain't none of their business. They ain't my business. How you gotta chill be saying they ain't none of my business. But you gonna just
Okay.
watch us because you ain't getting no coins. Okay. So that was funny. And then Francesca is interested in a little certain. We said that Eloise go see Cressler to check in on her. And that was really, really nice. And she told her, like, look, why her father said you will not be seen with at the Bridgertons anymore.
no
Why? I didn't get that.
Well, remember, because Penelope sullied her name.
name, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
You can't be
Yep.
kept
Yeah.
in the company of them. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I got it now. Okay, I was so confused at first. I was like, why is he talking about you can't be seen with them? Like, what the hell is she talking about?
Really, as a matter of fact, she can get you hooked up with one of her brothers, so y'all won't
Right.
wear the same dress like you keep complaining about.
Well, that was the father. So the
Yeah,
father had
it's your
controlling
daughter,
of
so
the
you ain't got to
money.
kick out the money anymore. Shut up.
No, yeah, you right. Shit, because that's all he was worried about. He ready to get her
Right.
married so he could stop giving spending money on them. Look, you need a man. Okay. You need
Well,
a
I'm telling you, they just
man.
put your ass out the pasture right quick, don't they?
Damn, for real. They don't even let your goddamn nipples grow.
But they have to pay
Oh,
a
damn,
diary.
Jim.
But they have to pay a diary still. So he still got to have money.
I
Even
mean, yeah, the diary, but I no longer have to. Yeah, we got your diary, but you're dipping. Remember, they can't spend the diary. So he's
right
thinking, I'm dipping into, I'm tired of spending my money.
on
You
the
look,
dresses.
take
Oh yeah,
your diary and go find you a man, okay? So and so I ain't got to spend no more of my money. I'm tired of these dresses, and every year we got to do all these dances, and every dance you need a new goddamn dress. I'm dressed out. You speak, you. It's time for you to settle down now. Go
Right.
get you
Because if
something.
you
It's
get the
time to stop
dress,
buying these dresses. Get your
right,
ass
because if
out.
you get the dress, then you're gonna want the damn shoes and purse to match. And you get the shoes and purse, then you're gonna want a damn scarf. Then you're gonna need a cloak. Now what?
Right. He like your mother
Then you,
already drained me. It ain't like I gotta just buy you a dress. I gotta get your mama one too.
yeah.
The hell, nah, you gotta get out. Shit, it's time to go. Go get your man and cut
look,
that
that's
losses.
why everybody had to stay the same size back in those days, so they could sort
Exactly.
some damn dresses out.
Okay.
You know
So
what?
they
One
can.
thing I noticed about them, the Bridgertons, you never hear them saying anything about money is an issue.
Nope.
They got 6 kids, or how many girls? 3 girls, 4 girls, and you don't ever hear them complaining about no diary, no dresses. They still getting the finest clothing. They're to me, the Bridgertons have a higher financial status than
Yes, they
all
Probably
of
do.
them out
yes.
there. I don't
Hmm.
And
know.
I also think it's about the family value.
Yes,
They
and,
don't
and
value, those other people don't value their children like the
right,
Bridgertons
and
does.
not just
They
that. Look
really
at
love
the
their
feathering.
children, and all those other people didn't marry for love. They married about money. See,
But
that's the
also
big difference.
Featheringtons, also bad money management. The husband, the father, the Featheringtons was a gambler.
Yeah, we remember
He
that part.
he gambled away their money.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that was the difference of their love, marrying for love and marrying for money.
Now
So
I see
none
people
of them.
marry for love and still have the money wrong. So I ain't gonna put it on
No,
that.
I'm talking about, but if you look at the Feathertons, they didn't marry for love.
What about the Crowders
No, but
though?
there's
They married for
there was a
love?
couple of matches that weren't for love, but they weren't broke.
But I haven't seen the look in they I didn't see the look at them forcing their kids out the way these people are. You know what
Because
I'm
they were
saying? I'm talking about they're not up there talking about get, go out there, marry. I'm talking about
oh
the
no,
from
that's
what we
because the
see,
Bridgertons
we
have
only
money.
see we only see those people. And when you look inside their marriage, they ain't marrying for love.
Right.
Listen what Cressler listen what they're saying to their kids. Like it's not even about love.
Yeah,
It's
that's
more like just go get the money. But the
go get the
Bridgertons
money.
are
Go get the money.
stressing about love. These
Yeah.
other people is like, it's about the money. This is what you worry about. Don't worry about this. You got to worry about that. So bottom line is kind of we only see the few
But I think
marriages so far.
but it seems like if you look at the Feathertons, you look at the Bridgertons, you look at the Crowders, and then
Hmm.
it's another this other little lady that looked like she used to be in the Wizard of Oz. She looked like she mixed black or
Which
something.
one?
She always in there gossiping with when it's time to gossip. It's always this one. I don't.
Oh, the Chinese looking one?
She don't look Chinese. She look like she
No.
black, but she. We represent the
Because you
culture.
know these are okay, never mind. I don't know, but I know it's
Who
all.
is that?
I don't remember who she talked about. I thought she was talking about the
She
the Asian ones, the Asian lady. It'd be an Asian lady, and then I don't know. Maybe I ain't looked at her, but it is a short lady. I don't know about her looking like the. I don't know about her looking like the
she look
money.
like the Oompa Loompas. That's what she remind me of. But anyway, it just looked like they just none of them. I don't know. They just
But
seem
I
like
guess you right too. Y'all both right. I mean, I'm thinking maybe it ain't that. Maybe they just not well off. I don't know.
seem
I
like
just don't think they love their
they.
families. Like they dynamics is different.
It is, but it's
Mhm.
definitely different. You can tell that's why it's called the Bridgerton because they obviously they got everything it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's like patience, time, and looking into stuff. And
Oh,
these other families look like they just worried about, I don't know.
because it's like they girls have to be. They don't want one season, maybe 2 seasons they can come out, but by the second season they got to find a husband. But they I mean
Right.
once if you don't went past 3 seasons of not having a finding a man, there's a problem.
It's frustrating.
There's a problem. But
Yeah, you're a
fortunately,
19-year-old spinster. What the
yeah,
hell?
You know what? You crazy to me.
with 3 seasons and you ain't got
You
married, it's a problem.
Mm-mm. Now, what about the fellas who made fun of Colin, y'all? They really was talking strats, and he like, yeah, there's no gentleman amongst us. Like, where you see a gentleman at? Like, Colin,
know.
like, well, that's why y'all lonely. Ain't y'all tired of being lonely?
Yeah.
Yo, that was just crazy. I said, damn, that's what it is. They just want to be fucking. They just want to be
But that's
swingers
what
and
they grew up. That's what they are. What they eat. That's how they were raised. That's what they grew up with. See, the
yeah,
Bridgertons were a family. The only
yeah,
reason why their dad was not there is because he died. That's the
right.
only reason why. The whole time he was there, he took care of. They are a family that loves each other.
Yes.
They sit
Yes, that's what
down
I
to
was
meal
saying.
together. And they're in tune with each other. That woman knows every one of her children, and she will
Yeah.
keep telling them now. Wait a minute, boy. When I'm telling you, she knew that Anthony did not need to marry anybody but Kate. She knows that what's his name? She knows all of her children.
But
She knows
even with that,
once Penelope, she knows it. She
yes.
told him. She's like, hey, she's in tune with
Yeah.
her children, and the father was there too.
Yeah. And you could see he was wise when they show flashbacks of him,
Mm-hmm.
talking to Anthony, telling him, yeah, pick flowers. You know what I mean? Go, don't
Mm-hmm.
come, never go in the house empty handed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just go in there. And so they were taught values and how to love and show gratitude towards so he was
Right.
teaching them. So you're right. They just lost their way and was lost because they missed their dad. So they
Well,
were
I
just
won't
out
say
doing
all of
their
that, but I'm saying
thing.
they know how to be. They have compassion. They were taught
Exactly.
nurturing and compassion and love. These other guys, the old cads, are
Yeah.
come from a different stock.
And
It's just
spoiled. They let
yeah,
them just do what
and
the
they
fuck
used
they
to
want to do.
right.
Exactly.
And then
And run
they're
them
used
up.
to not seeing the women respected much. Yeah, my mom can throw a hell of a party, but dad's not going to be here for it. He's going to be
Mm.
across at the brothel, whatever.
He gonna be with the
So,
hoes.
right. And so that's what they do.
Hmm.
They follow suit. So they haven't been taught
Hmm.
to respect a marriage, to respect a woman, to love family and things like that.
Facts.
They weren't shown that. So unfortunately, all of these kids go to school together. We know how
Yep.
we teach and raise our children, but we still send them to school with some hooligans and
With the
hellions,
heathens.
with the heathens.
Hmm.
So that's what happens. Some of them
So
make friends, some don't.
facts. So Lady Featherton gave Lord Debling permission for her to for him to marry Penelope. And she told her, "Don't tell me." She told her, "Don't tell me you're holding out for love." See, there again.
Mm-hmm.
That's is exactly what it is. She's like, "That's why I told you to stop reading."
That girl, she made me so mad with that.
I
Oh my
said,
God.
"Lord have mercy," and that's what I'm saying. They not taught to
Wait a minute.
love. They're
Hold on.
just
Even
taught
just
to go for the money.
and listen, and I keep telling you that thing with these books keeps getting to me. Just like, okay, now when they went to see this man's library, and she gonna tell her, what the hell you doing looking at these books? She's like, it's a library. Were
See,
you
but
watching it
listen to
too?
the hint. Listen to the hint. See
It
the
was no
books,
hit. She
the
said she
book,
Look
been looking
the
for
at the
them
man.
damn
to get
books.
knowledge.
The books, she didn't think of knowledge. They thought of
Mhm.
nonsense. They thought it was feeding them fairy tales, like this fairy tale magic, love, and I fall in love, and if I like, it's not. They thinking like it's a fairy tale. No, that's what you're supposed to do. Shouldn't you love somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like I
That's the
just, but
only type
that's
of
why.
books that she reads. She reads all types of books.
That's
She
why
listens
the
to all types
men
of
don't want
literature.
them reading either. Didn't
Right,
remember
but
you
and here
said that?
comes your mother, a woman, is putting that same thing on you every time you turn around. She's telling you need to quit reading books, and she's telling you to and go hide behind somebody. So
Right.
now,
She telling you don't read them books. You better go look at his finance book. That's all she worried about is money. That's
yeah,
it. She don't want her to to be reading about love. No, you better. That's what
you
she
don't
said.
want her
She
to
didn't tell
read.
her. She
Period.
those things give you force. You supposed to be worried about the money. Fuck reading them books. Fuck the love stories. Bunk them books you reading if it ain't about the money.
This be
Oh
witty.
Lord.
If it ain't about the money. That's what Lady Featherton's daughter don't know how. Exactly. That's why they don't know how. Because that all she's teaching them is money. Secure the bag. And nothing else. They have no values, no nothing. They don't even know how to clean nothing. All like she talk about just open your legs and have them babies and go get the pocketbook, go get the money. That's it. That's crazy. But anyway,
And play with your husband's bonbon.
exactly. Child. So Colin was stressed the hell out. He was
Yeah.
stressed the fuck out. I was like, damn, Colin, he didn't want to go out. But his mother know what she was doing, child. His mother was like,
Mhm.
she had that talk with him. And then before she said, be careful. She telling him, like, and then she knew, because she knew it was Penelope. You see
Mhm.
how she slid that in? Well,
Yep.
Penelope is supposedly to be proposed to tonight. So she threw that in there and said, "Yeah, that'll get your attention, motherfucker." Talking about you
Uh-huh.
that you ain't thinking about. She knew, already know, like you said, she knows exactly. She knows her children, and
Yep.
he thinking she don't have no idea that he feeling Penelope. Oh no, she see you, boo, but she slid that in there. Said,
Uh-huh.
you don't feel like coming out and all that, but Penelope supposed to get proposed to tonight, so don't miss out. Don't be careful. She's so. I just love it. I,
Yeah.
I I just love her. You know what I mean? She knows how to.
Oh, you love her in this season because the last season you went.
Ooh.
You
What was
what?
I said about her last season?
She says because she wasn't telling her daughters what they need to know, and how you
No,
don't think
only reason why I'm saying I love her because she's getting smarter now.
yeah, yeah.
Instead of pushing, she's learning. Like, okay, I
Mm,
made she's learning from her
there you
mistakes, is
go.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
right,
She's
right.
learning, like, okay, let me not this, Anthony. This went that way with Anthony. This
Yeah.
went this way with Benedict. This
Right.
went this way with so she's kind of picking up on,
Yeah.
okay, let me kind of, I'm pushing, but I'm
Right.
kind of acting like I'm just like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just giving, so she kind of learning her mishaps is why I'm saying I love it and I kind of like it. That's why I said the more and more you get into the seasons of them learning the characters, she is
Yeah.
kind of learning her children along the way.
Mhm.
Kind of like, okay, I pushed this one, being too
Mhm.
pushy. I'm doing all this. I love the way she stepped it up. This is why I felt in love with her because what she told Francesca, remember, don't fall, you don't have to pick the one that did the queen choose for you. Follow your heart. So I like that's what made her easy on my heart this time.
Mhm.
Cause she didn't push her out there this
Right.
time. She kind of like, that's why
Okay.
I said, okay, she's learning. Cause
Two
you,
hours and 30 minutes. Land
huh?
plane. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Land the
Oh,
plane.
okay. All right. Let's speed it up. Okay, let's speed it up. What did you think about the dance performance?
It was all right.
Okay.
Uh, it was funny when you heard the people talking about it saying, "Oh, I don't think he should have been dressed in such a manner."
Right, no shirt on. Yeah, they were kind of appalled. He ain't
Yeah.
had no shirt on.
No, but he didn't have a shirt on, but he got them tight gingerbread tights on. Shit.
And
Yo,
do you
yo,
notice? I never noticed that. It was sure is a lot of standing, except for the queen, of course. She's always sitting down. But at
mhm.
every event, everybody has to stand. Child. Throughout the whole night? Jesus.
Well, you figure this way. For one, you probably couldn't stand because you have all those whale bones in your corset and the you can't, you're not comfortable sitting down anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Pulled
that's
and
true.
cinched and your ribs are hurting, you can't breathe. You probably don't want to sit down.
Okay. That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
That's
And then
true.
think about this. How many chairs? There's not that many chairs in the world for all those people to sit.
Mm. I'm like, damn, they stand at every event. I'm like, Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
Keep you on your feet.
Shit. Okay. Well, I feel like the queen is about to lose another matchmaking shit. 'Cause that ain't
Don't
working
say
out.
that.
Isn't it
Oh,
though? It look like it? Cause she ain't interested. She interested in Sterling. She ain't
yeah.
interested in that other man that the queen put up for her. So Francesca got her eyes on. He done brought her that music, like Linda B said
That was
earlier.
something else. Now that was, honey, that was
And
a
she
movie.
done walked out and left, child. She
You
left
mean
that
you?
man. She left that man standing there with that damn lemonade. She sure the
Oh,
fuck
you speaking
did.
of lemonade. Speaking of lemonade. Speaking of lemonade. Oh, baby. When Cressida was waiting for, she sent the vegan man to get her some lemonade, and on the way he bumped into Penelope, and Penelope was telling him, I have something to tell you. That wasn't me. That I was pretending that I love grass. I don't love grass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and he got so engrossed with her, and then gave her Cressida's lemonade. Did you see that?
Mhm.
Woo! And
Mhm.
Cressida was over, girl. If looks could kill, she was burning them damn eyebrows through her eye. She shot that look all the way across that ballroom floor. Oh my God, that was terrible. And then what do you see? Eloise, like
Mhm.
Eloise, but you gave her lemonade. Oh,
Yeah. So Lady Danbury, we learned that Lady Danbury and the brother really just ain't seen it. She left early. They had their little heated moment. She's just like she's over her brother. I don't know why he discussed her so, but and I guess we'll find out a little later,
yeah.
deeper into what is going on with them. And then Lord Sterling brought Francesca some music note, like I said.
That was
And she left out. The queen was not happy. She was like, she didn't take the lemonade. I was just like, oh shit. That was something else. And
but
then
that
the
was a
scene,
move, honey. That man went and he listened to what she said about what she didn't like about that music and went and had it written the way that she wanted it. That's a
mm-mm.
move.
Yeah,
That is a move.
yeah, because she thought he left her saying like not interested, and he heard what
Mhm.
she said, and he was on it quickly. Okay, so that
Yeah.
was beautiful. He damn sure came through and stole the moment. He did. Now the scene with the sisters talking about their breasts,
Uh,
being pregnant, one complaining about her feet swollen, the other one talking about my breast is sore. You're making fun of my breast. Wait a minute. They was sitting there fighting over who who breast is sore her the feet, all this shit. I said, y'all sound crazy. Ain't y'all at a dance? Why are y'all still at a dance? Go sit your swollen tails down. Child, go sit down. Um, but anyway. And what else happened? Lord Devlin, not into it for love. He wasn't into it for love. And like you said, he was talking about that. And Colin tried to change Penelope mind.
Mm.
Talking about you don't even know this man.
it made me say, I was mad at Colin for a minute. I'm like, you can't ignore this girl all this time, and the first time you see her looking happy with somebody, now here you are, you want to bust things up.
Yes, yeah. He like, you don't even know what she like. What I don't know is yeah, that little six. I was like, both of y'all need to get over yourselves, okay? I don't know what is going on with y'all, but she was like, but I understood her feelings though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you done pushed me aside for all this time, telling your boys you'll never date someone like me and all
And
types of
then
stuff.
ended up
So
messing my thing up with the vegan man.
yeah, because he left. And then that's
Yeah.
what he said. See, he leaving. He leaving. Yo, I said,
Yeah.
Colin ain't shit.
He took his proposal off the table.
Colin ain't shit. You see? He leaving. He leaving. See? I said, damn, Colin. But he said no, but he felt that.
Not the
Like
Florida.
every time I turn around, it seemed like you two got unfinished business. Like every time I turn around,
Right.
he popping up somewhere, or you glaring across the fucking room and shit like that.
Right.
Like, I don't want you up in my house, girl. You better go over there with them Bridgertons and get the fuck out of here while
Oh
I eat my goddamn cucumbers and lettuce in peace.
my Okay, I am through with you.
But
You come
that's
with
all I got for that's all I got for that season. That was just crazy. I thought it was good. It's getting juicy. I can't wait to see more. Okay?
I love it. It's so hard to stop watching after
It
the two
is.
episodes. Yes.
It
It's
is.
like
It
it's
is hard. It is
yeah.
very hard because then you go on and it's because you want to see the ending. It's kind of like, oh God, what's gonna happen here? Is it gonna what happened? He done cut you off, girl. Child.
Oh, there is something. Okay, where are we now? Are we near because there's
I
something
think
there.
we're at the end, kind of.
Yeah, because they get in
Oh,
the.
the balloon. What balloon?
Oh yeah, the hot air balloons where Colin had to go and rescue the balloon.
Well, we went through that already. That's back. That's
Well,
when
that's
she
when
played. We talked about
her leg
Cressula
hurt. Yeah.
acting like she was hurt. Yeah, that was we already talked
But
about that scene.
they get in. Don't they get Collins and Penelope? He follows her
Mhm.
into her
He what?
her Colin when he follows her into the Penelope into the carriage thing,
Carriage.
and that's when they kiss.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
How you forget that, Jill?
Ooh, but I blame that on Kimberly because she rushed and talking about, all right, we 2.5 hours in. Yeah. I tried to hurry up for Kimberly. I tried to get Kimberly up. Hey, but you know I ain't forget about that spot. Oh, I just know I was just trying to rush for Kimberly's sake.
Oh, sorry.
What about
Ooh,
uh,
yeah, in there.
Benedict and Lady Tilly?
Oof, oof.
Honey in the boudoir. Hello.
No, Linda B, I did. I talked about the hot air balloon and how he said, when he rushed and saved Penelope and was on her and yeah, and Colin. Yeah, I know. Okay. Look, you do not like Penelope Jill. No, he saved her. No, I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
But
carriage
what
ride
about
was hot and carriage
No,
scene.
that carriage ride was juicy, baby. Oh, Lord.
I was like, you're
He-
gonna do that in the carriage? Now you know. But then I said, you know what? She
Mm-mm.
thinking this feeling no good. Wait till she find out it was feeling like that because that was those bumps and them wagon wheels on that carriage ride.
But you know what? I'm
Girl.
trying to figure
Ooh.
out in the carriage ride while they doing all this humping and carrying on.
Right.
Well, what happened to you ain't supposed to be unescorted and you ain't otherwise
That's
you
what I thought. I said the same
I'm like
thing, but I said,
they
fuck
feeling
it.
on each other like they like I was like,
Well,
why
because
And
they were
then
in
people,
the carriage, so the
yeah,
carriage driver is supposed to be,
right,
you know,
watching, but he like,
right.
shit, he watching all right. Yeah, up
And he
there
probably
get.
couldn't hear all of that going on anyway with those horses go clock, 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 clock,
Oh,
clock,
he
and
heard
then the
that
wagon wheels
child.
all over
Well,
the grand.
that is loud though. That stuff, but I know he heard her. Yeah, please. Ain't nobody that it wasn't that damn loud. Child, I
And
said
he's like,
hot
they
and
didn't even care.
steamy.
I'm like, y'all stopped and then went back at it.
Steamy, baby.
yeah,
I said I
because
was like,
Collins
yes.
Collins fingered her. You know that, right?
Yes.
He fingered her. He
He
fingered her.
did sure did, baby. He was
Right in
like,
the carriage ride, girl. I said, y'all
that
stop.
was a
Somebody
that
cut the
right.
prayer.
And right. What happened to the marriage? You supposed to be married first, child,
Well,
please.
hold on. Something else got me but about that scene too. Now,
What?
where was Penelope's undergarments? Because everybody
Girl.
else who had those sex scenes had to take off 27 eyes and hooks and straps and strings and ropes and twists and ties. And you mean to tell
But
me
listen, remember, I read something, just read my book. I
what?
read that back in the day, right? That because the woman didn't know like when they were gonna have their menstrual and stuff like that, that
Mm,
they actually had like a open, you know what I mean? So
mm,
But
that they wouldn't bleed on their clothes and stuff. So they actually had like open so that when they did, just in case they did come on, you
didn't
know what
what
I
they put
mean?
But
off?
what I'm saying is that when they've shown these other women do this, they
Mhm.
had to take off all of those things just to get
Not when what's the name of them was in that staircase.
Kate. And
He
what
ain't take off shit.
they had to pull up. They had to pull off some stuff. Kate was
Remember in the
talking.
staircase, girl, with Simon? Remember the
Okay,
first
that was
one when
other
they was
thing.
in that hallway? Girl, was that Simon?
Well, they
Yeah,
were
that was
married
Simon.
by then.
No, that's before. Remember, he fingered her on the staircase. That's before they got married. Remember
Well, you said
with the
okay. I'm thinking when they were on the steps and they were in the.
no, not that part. With what's the name when they were on the stair? Child. Yeah, they was on the staircase. And that's when they was standing there and she was like and he was saying he was going to go up to the room. Wait, am I
Mhm.
talking about another one?
I think so.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I'm at another season, child. Yeah, I've had another season, but girl, this is a scene where they ain't take off nothing. Girl, he done stuck his hand up there, and it was a rat. But don't act like back in the day they ain't know how to slide some things over.
Yeah, of course they did.
They were
Of course
listen,
they did.
motherfuckers was so slick with it. They only needed two fingers. They knew how to tear some shit open. Okay,
Look, you
ain't
could
even
hide a whole man under your dress. All you had to do is take that big dress and put it down. They could be hiding under your petticoat.
look. Dudes knew how to rip something off with one hand. Okay, first try
Mhm.
to rip. Look, Peter, rip them drawers off. You the you ain't got to take your clothes off to have a good time. Let me get up. I'm all right. Child,
What
y'all
you
giving
getting
me
into later
flashback.
tonight, y'all?
Anyway, but that was a great scene. I can't wait for 5 and 6. Um,
Yes.
that was a hot husky scene. It was, and I said, "Damn, he ain't even give her Penelope." She was just all, oh, poor Penelope. Mm-mm-mm. She gonna get her some now.
Yes.
But I'm doing anything.
So was
I'm just
Lady
gonna get
Bridget.
off of here and I'm gonna eat. I ain't eat all day, y'all. And I finally nibbled on a piece of toast just a little while ago while I was talking and on here. Listen, I did have some slice of toast and with
That's why
this
I was over
nice
here
sip
over
of
here.
glass. And I should have ate my salad, but now it's 11 o'clock, so I'm not gonna eat that salad. So I'll get me some peanuts and I'm gonna go to bed, and then I'm gonna wake up and make me some delicious breakfast. My
Uh-huh.
daughter's is out of town, so I'm being I'm being free,
All right, Miss Free.
and I'm gonna enjoy. So I'm gonna wake up early, making sure I get me a nice balanced breakfast and do the right thing since I ain't really eat anything much today. So that toast and this one little sip of wine, a couple of sips of wine, that was enough for me. So I enjoyed the show though.
This was
Mhm.
fun. But you know what? If you're going to be up for a while, it's not going to hurt you to eat that salad.
Right, because it's no chicken. It's just nothing but salad. It's
Yeah,
lettuce.
yeah,
But
that's
it's
all.
11 something though, because I am going to bed. I ain't gonna sit up. So I don't want to go to bed right after I eat, you know? I really don't
Right
want
now,
to.
if I see if I'm cloud surfing and I see you in the chat, I'm gonna get you.
Ooh, chat, you ain't gonna see me in no damn chat tonight. And I might find something to look at until I go lay down and go to sleep, but I'm not about to be in there long, child. I'm just getting ready. I'm gonna eat me my other half of my toast, and that's about it. That's how much food as I because a salad, that's a lot. I think
Mhm.
Hmm.
bread would be good to sop up this little bit of wine
Now,
and
you come
hold
out
me
better
over
with
until the
the salad.
morning.
Now, I
Huh?
would do the salad and not the bread. That bread, that starch is gonna spike your blood sugar. You'd come out better eating the salad.
Well, see, I need some kind of, you always need some kind of, like just eating the salad.
Hmm.
I can't just, that you always need some kind of
Car.
carb. So that's why I'm just eating one slice of toast. I ate one side. So with that salad, it doesn't hold me over because there's no carbs there. And definitely, you know, so
What?
with the yeah, you need carbs. I mean, you really
Wait,
do need balance. You need a balance of carbs. You do.
but but if we're looking at the time of if you're saying that you're gonna be up for a little while, but you're gonna be going to bed.
Right,
If
but for me
that
to sit there and eat a whole salad, that's like a meal.
Well, you don't have
It,
to eat the whole thing. Just eat half of it or something. I think that would be better than eating that bread.
no, I'll be good.
All
I've
right.
done it. It's good. I think the carbs will hold me over more than just me not having any carbs. You get what I'm saying? Trying to balance that sugar out. I want to keep
You
me
check your
from.
sugar before you go to bed anyway. Are you on the uh
Yeah, I do.
that's
Well,
time
I'm on the I
time
got
set?
that the
The
Libra.
Libra.
Yeah,
Libra, yeah.
so I always monitor and doing that. So yeah, but I
Uh-uh.
trust me, just read my book. I'm getting it because I'd rather not eat just that and have no carbs because it seems like that's when my sugar I'm having problems with my blood sugar dropping.
No. Mm.
Hmm.
That's what. So I need that carb. I do
Okay.
because that's what I'm having problem with. My blood sugar keep dropping now.
Wow.
Yeah, so now it's not high. It just keep dropping now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so that carb is gonna hold me, you know what I mean? Kind of
Mm-hmm.
give me a boost up there to keep it balanced for the night. So I don't want to eat the
Mm.
lettuce because that lettuce and cucumber, all of that, that's not going to do anything but make my blood drop even more because I don't have any kind of carb, in there. So that's why I ate the toast just to hold me over. I'll be
Okay.
good.
Mm.
I've been working it out, girl. I've been
All
working it out.
right. Yeah,
Monitoring, I'm learning, child. Trust me, I ain't gonna do nothing to harm myself. I'm paying attention. Okay.
gotcha.
I had a
Gotcha.
sip of wine. That's some a little bit of sweet. And then I had that little starchy starch. And I'm balancing it all out and I'll be good. But to eat that salad, I don't want my stuff that would drop my sugar real quick. You know what I mean? Because there's
Yeah.
no protein and there's no carbs. So that's not a good
That's what I was gonna say.
connection.
Do you eat peanut butter? Because if you put a
Yeah, I do. I do.
little peanut
Hmm.
butter on your toast, that'll keep it balanced.
Hmm.
You have a
Keep the
little
little
carb.
balance. I was thinking about putting it
Yeah.
because
Now I know.
I only
Yeah.
ate half of the toast with a little bit of butter just to
Mm.
get some of that fat, a little
Mm-hmm.
fat in there. And then I was thinking I'm gonna eat this other half of toast, but I should. That's what I'm gonna do. Put the peanut butter on it.
Mm.
I didn't even
See,
think about
now
that.
you now you made
What?
me think because now you're making me think about eating bread and I don't need to eat. Ugh.
Well, we two different people. And
But
I'm
now
only
you got
eating
me
a
thinking
little
about it.
bit. I'm only eating a little bit because just read my book. I didn't eat all day.
No, I'm saying now you got me thinking about eating bread. Like I want to eat some bread. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
and I baked a loaf of bread today, and
I know, I saw.
now I'm over here. I'm
Don't
looking
eat it. Don't
around. I
eat it.
see, but that's to you the man.
Don't eat it. I'm going to bed, but I'm going to sit up a little bit to let this a little bit digest and drink me some water. And I'm going to be good to go for a few. So I'm gonna stay up. I ain't like I'm eating a whole foot, but I don't like to just eat and then go right lay down. So yeah. So I'm just
Mm.
gonna stay up for a little bit and watch a little something, and then I'm taking my black tail to bed. But that's what I'm doing. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Okay. And what are you getting into, Kimberly? You gonna stay up for a little bit and watch a little something?
Hey,
Or
for
you
Yeah,
going to
something, I
bed?
didn't see you.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna
A
roam
little
the
something.
streets.
You
I
got
know
around the
you going.
street.
I know shit. Her ass roaming the street. I already knew that's and I know just read my book about the roam the damn street. That's why she told me if I see your ass in chat. And that's why I ain't lie. I'ma go peek at something until I go to bed. Yeah,
I might go live and make
don't be checking. Don't be checking to see if I'm in somebody goddamn chat. You goddamn stalker. Nah, let
I'm
me stop.
not a stalker. I'm gonna be looking to him like, where is she? Every time I see, I'm gonna put some eyes in the chat. That's gonna get me blocked because you know people don't like eyes in the
Oh
chat, but I'm gonna start putting eyes in the chat.
no. You hear me, Linda B? We be cutting up. But this is how you could cut up and have a good time and not be mad at anybody. We all gonna get some good night's sleep and we gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, you heard that shit? Girl, did you hear that shit I posted on my wall? That's the first time I heard that. Did y'all see what I posted on my wall? Take a peek,
Yeah,
child. I said,
that was
oh
fun.
Lord. I said,
I
what are
like.
they doing? I said, what is going on? They getting mad, honey, about some dollars. Dollar
Uh,
make you holler, but I'm going to bed. I mean, yeah, I'm going to I'm getting off of here and I'll be listening until I go to bed. Let
All
me
right, well, go ahead
correct
and get you a
myself.
little something to nibble, and I'm gonna see if I can which one of y'all I find first.
You damn stalker.
Good
I'm
night,
grown. Ain't nobody get ready to tell me where I can go and where I can't
Look,
go.
look, here go
You
Linda
are
B.
crazy.
Oh, I mean, here go Linda B. And here go goddamn Kimberly. Linda B and Kimberly. Kimberly
Uh,
gonna tell you in a minute, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just getting the fuck off of here. But I'm gonna be everywhere in the street. And I'm gonna be somewhere too. Where did she done left us,
oh,
child.
yeah, she sure
Yeah.
did.
Well, nothing Linda B, because I can hear you saying the same thing Kimberly saying. Well, I'm going in there. I'm be where I'm gonna be. Shit. Well, I enjoyed you, ladies. Thank y'all so much.
Good night. I'm gonna drop down. You close your show out.
All right, thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, y'all. This was another one for a run. You know me and just read my book. We always talk about I don't agree. I don't like it. We spend about 20 minutes talk about something that we don't agree on. No, but it's all good. I love it. I love it because we have different opinions and we just all in it. But I appreciate y'all for being here with us tonight. Thank you so much for checking in with us. Don't forget, catch up to the seasons. We'll be reviewing next Friday. Hopefully, we're not going to be that long. We're going to try to make this quicker as possible and be reviewing season 5 and 6. I mean, episodes 5 and 6. So get caught up and get the juiciness. And thanks for checking out. Y'all stay sucker free and have a blessed night. Thank you, Kimberly, and just read my book for coming through and giving this great review. So y'all have a blessed one. See y'all on these streets. Later, y'all.